Hello everybody and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu Masks of Nyarlathotep. My name is Will, I'm a D&D sex icon, and we're here for the very last episode of our show today, for it is the finale. And if you guys have watched any previous seasons of Call of Cthulhu, then you know that bad things are bound to happen here. Tonight there's going to be some deaths. We've got a Deadpool going already, currently with the audience and some of our players here in chat. And it's tied between Lucian and Tennessee going out first. Right now, you can use the exclamation point bet there in chat if you want to place your bet tonight to see who dies or goes insane first. It's all to play for. But let's meet the cast and crew for tonight. Let's remind ourselves of who we are and who we'll be playing for the very last time. Lindy, how you doing tonight?
I am doing spiffy. I'm nervous. I'm excited. A little sad, but bittersweet. Finales are always bittersweet. I'm going to be playing Katherine Jordan, trophy widow, now formerly trophy wife, also definitely an assassin. Now kind of retired because she kills for fun now, not for work. Lots to happen. Hopefully gets to resolve some shit with fucking Dansborough, Nyarlathotep, whatever his face is, and Marcus. We'll see.
We shall see, yes indeed. And we have Tom with us tonight. Tom, how's it going, my friend?
It's going pretty well, thanks. I'm very excited to get to the finale. Finales are always fun with Call of Cthulhu. They're normally absolutely ballistically off-the-wall crazy. Will does his lovely story arc weaving here, there, and everywhere. A few tears, a few laughs, and a lot of screaming. I can't wait, but I am entering this with Fox's attitude, confidence that Lucian is going to survive. So that's what I'm going in for. That's what I'm going in. Feel confident.
Yeah, you should do. I mean, everyone else is together. You're alone with.
What could go wrong?
It seems like it's going well for you going into this one. So, you've had a good season so far, and we'll see if you can bring it home. We have Pruitt with us tonight. Pruitt, how's it going, my friend?
It's going great. I'm so excited to be here. I have enjoyed every session with this crew. It's sad to see this game come to an end, but all good things must come to an end. Otherwise, they don't really have any value now, do they? So we cherish the time that we have, and we make the best of it. And I hope to do that one more time with everyone's favorite Russian weapons dealer, Koskoff Romanovich. Here for his sister. I thought that was done, but it wasn't done with him. So we're going to have to see if he can hold it together just long enough to maybe get a modicum of revenge on her behalf. I doubt it, though. I seriously doubt it. But I do know something for sure. I will punch something today, even if it's myself.
Fantastic.
Did we just lose Will?
We did. We won Cthulhu, guys.
Nobody saw that. Nobody bet on Will in the Deadpool.
Nobody bet on Will in the Deadpool.
Wait a minute. Run back. Maybe Will bet it on himself, and this was all rigged.
Rigged. How dare he? How dare? He liked the house. The casino is not. Oh, okay. He's back.
Nope,
he's not.
never mind.
Well, there you go. He's back.
I was saying this before this, but I was like, oh, why didn't I just switch to my better internet? Forgetting that it was like a total piece of shit before this. So I'm back. We should be stable. I don't know, Don, did you do your intro? If not, do it again just for me.
Hi, I'm Don. I'm very excited to be back playing Tennessee Gray for the last time. Tennessee has suffered a lot in terms of his mental well-being in the past couple of episodes, and there's not much left of him, but he is clinging to the part of him that is at least trying to be a good person, and we'll see if he can make it through this episode still himself. Chat doesn't seem to think so, but my bet's on Tennessee.
We'll have to see. It's going to be a bumpy ride one way or another, especially when Lucy is involved. But hey, before we get into today's game, I'll remind you guys there in chat of a couple of things. The first of which is That we are sponsored here today by Fantasy Grounds, our virtual tabletop of choice. If you haven't gone, check those guys out yet. Go download it. The demo version is free. You can get it from their website, fantasygrounds.com, or via Steam. Wetlandgames.co.uk is a go-to destination for tabletop, board games, war games, and more, at up to 20% off the retail value. And then last but not least, if you haven't retweeted this tweet yet, go ahead and do so, my friends, because when we hit 20 retweets, we'll give away a set of dice to you guys there in the chat from our sponsors over at Tabletop Loot. So you can go to check those guys out in the meantime at tabletoploot.com. Oh boy, and of course, I would be remiss not to remind you guys that you can donate to affect the game as well by giving players net 1s, net 20s, wild magic surges, or you can give them to me. And you can throw monsters for the finale. It seems like a good idea. You could give me some more net 20s. You could make some evil magic items up to give to the players. Yeah, you know, just have fun with it. So, as a reminder of what happened last time on the show, a couple of weeks ago when we last played, the party are at the end of all things. They found themselves on the RMS Moldavia and finally arrived at their destination after some giant sea creature pulled them down into the depths of the abyss. Where exactly they are, they're not sure. It seems like some kind of great ancient city. They had a explore around and saw some fairly horrific things along the way until finally they've come to what seems to be the sort of lab down here. And they've seen these machines which looks like you should just put your head in them. Static electricity running across them. And Katherine, Tennessee, and Koskoff have put their machines on, and they have the eyes have lolled back in their chairs. Whereas Lucian Ernest has been met with Mr. Dunsborough, who they suspect to be an aspect of Nyarlathotep, as the creature wears many masks, and he's invited Lucian to go for a walk with him, and he's promised that he'll explain everything to him here. And if there's one thing you should know in Call of Cthulhu, it's sometimes knowing is not the right thing to do. Sometimes it's better off to not understand. Indiana Jones taught us that. But hey, a quick go around before we get started here. I just wanted to see what our sanity scores are looking like at the beginning of our finale here. So, Katherine, what's your sanity looking at right now?
I'm sitting at a lovely 36, Will.
A 36 from Katherine. Strong. What about you, Doug?
Oh,
me?
sorry, did you say Doc or Don?
I said Doc.
Doc.
Yeah, I said.
Oh,
sorry. That was confusing.
It's the order.
But I don't think
yeah,
about.
just a Doc.
I thought you said dog. Like, what you had, dog?
What about you? I'm like that now.
I'm sitting on a fantastic 38.
38, Koskoff.
I think I'm at 28. I'm reconnecting to Fantasy Grounds right now, but I'm pretty sure I'm at 28 or 26, something like that.
Okay. And Don, what about yourself?
A strong 8, Will. A strong 0-8.
0-8.
Hey, that's above average.
Right. So.
Oh wait, it's
Wow.
never mind.
Yeah, it's different. It's all good. So, and we also have a wild magic surgeon to begin things off from World Build for Tennessee. Rolled 4208, and beacon bright light shines from the top of Tennessee's head. So let's kick things off with that. Tennessee, his head is lolled back in his chair, along with Koskoff and Katherine in the room, the top of which, the ceiling of which seems to be the strange mirror-like surface, which seems to eat any material which goes into it. Lucian, you're in this room with Dunsborough, the man who's got, of course, the umbrella and the suit, and has promised to explain everything with you along the way, when you suddenly see Tennessee's head shining bright, and this sort of white, hot light seems to emanate from the top of his forehead.
Dunsborough, why is his head like that?
Unsborough takes a look, raises an eyebrow. Well, I suspect something is happening to him, which is affecting his brain. It's having some kind of, if I were to wager a guess, strange effect on his brain. I'm not the doctor here.
No. Do you know how this machine works?
Well enough, but it was not me who built it.
No, of course. Do you know how to turn it off?
Well, yes, but there's no point in doing that.
Why? The man's head is shining a giant light from it, and his brain could be melting as we speak. Surely turning it off would be advantageous to Tennessee.
I wouldn't worry about it, Doctor. Now, as I promised, would you like to come with me? I'll explain everything to you.
Yes. Very well. Although you have
your friends.
Although you have said to me multiple times that you always lie, so... But this should be fun. Lead the way.
Well, it's in my nature. He starts tip-tapping his umbrella along the ground as he walks ahead of you and leads you through these dark green, dull metal corridors. And he's walking for quite some time with you in silence, perhaps 5-10 minutes, until he comes to a door. He puts his hand to the door, and on some kind of pad which seems to recognize his hand, or his fingerprints maybe, and the machine whirs for a second, and the doors slide open. He looks back to you. Neat trick, huh?
It's an incredible piece of technology.
It is but part of the technologies which the creatures, the Yith, have brought to us, and that we discovered here. He steps inside the room. Yes.
What does the room look like? What's inside?
Yeah, he steps inside the room, and you can see these lights flickering on. And it seems like the room is covered with blueprints, not dissimilar to the ones that you saw, that you got from Henson Manufacturing all that time back in England. It's a round room, and it looks like it's had a lot of work done to the blueprints. They've been sort of been taken notes on. It looks like they've been edited, scratched away, redone. There are probably hundreds of them in this room, and none of them seem to make a whole lot of sense to you.
He'll step in. The Yith, tell me about them. Is this Nyarlathotep one of them?
They are cousins, I suppose you could say. Relatives, at least.
What do you mean, like, evolutionarily speaking?
Correct. Very good, Doctor. The Yith were once here, but long ago they disappeared, or were sent away. It is the creatures wish to bring them back here, though I suspect you might have gathered that already. Using their technologies here, we have been attempting to create the machine which they left behind, the failsafe. If they were ever thrown out, or cast out from this world, they left behind the machine with which to bring them back for their loyal followers, the humans. Now, we've been trying to rebuild it with some of you and your companions' help along the way. Now we are at the final stage of the plan.
I see. So, you don't know... Well, how did you learn how to work this machine? I mean, it seems awfully complicated.
The creature is, as you already know, incredibly intelligent. It has the ability to read languages that normal humans cannot, and teach them as well. To its loyal followers, it has given the gift of knowledge, power, and this technology. You see, Doctor, if you study it long enough, then you will learn too. In fact, you've done some studying of of yourself. Now, in Peru, of course you remember Peru, all those years ago.
Of course.
I was there too. And you remember the creature that you saw, the stinking abomination, the father of maggots?
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, you remember how you all miraculously escaped from the creature, against all of the odds?
Yes, I put it to us. Well, when such a creature is behind you, you tend to not stick around and do things that you wouldn't normally be able to do. It's not uncommon for the human body and adrenaline to do such a thing. In dire circumstances.
Not uncommon. But unusual. Doctor, you never escaped the creature. The doctor here, Straussler, who you've met,
Yes.
he was granted knowledge from the Yif of power over the mortal brain. Those machines back there, they are linked to you already. That's the reason why they turn on and work. We took you then, for the first time, when the great game began. The creature was interested in you. Up until then, it had only fed upon maggots, worms, disgusting, pitiful mortals that had escaped out into the jungles and we had captured then. But you were something different. And so, the creature took you, used you, and had, what is the word? Experimentation on the brain. It's allowed you to be sent hallucinations, visions from within the laboratory here. Shared hallucinations and visions.
Are you suggesting that I am still in Peru? That everything that happened after Peru was some sort of experiment that this doctor had just done to us?
No. You were set free. He has the power to alter the memories. We have met before, I'm sure, and I told you that you would not remember conversations. Correct?
I don't remember.
I
don't remember.
That would
I will
be
have
the
to
case.
take your word for it.
You left Peru, but with the alterations the doctor had made to you. This has allowed us to allow you to see things along the way.
So he made alterations to me, to us all. To...
Correct, a
What?
little chip the size, perhaps of this, in there. Granted
In my brain?
to you. Yes, granted to you by the Yif, by the creature, so that you might play in its game. You see, it has no worthy opponent other than itself. And so, well, that's why I'm here.
I assume you are part of it, or at least a little bit of it. Yes?
One aspect, yes.
Well,
Although I do retain some of myself inside.
Oh. the Dunsborough before.
Correct. Though he is weak and pitiful.
Right. So, are you telling me that everything we've been put through, everything that we have done, has been for some sort of game for this creature? That we are just playthings for him because he is bored?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Doctor. The creature has been entertained by playing itself, trying to break up your friendships, trying to eliminate you, seeing if it can beat itself, until finally, you're back here. Finally doing its will. You see, the Yif, they are not just going to come because we called for them. They need to be impressed. A show of power, Dr. Lucian. Now, you and I understand that power is not simply great armies, executions, a title. No, what real power is, what the creatures value, is the power to manipulate others, specifically mankind. This great game has been an excellent example to them that Nyarlathotep should be their master once more. And when we bring forth the great machine, they will see. So, Doctor, I hope I have done an adequate job of explaining to you why you are here, and shown to you the futility of any actions against a creature.
Oh, well, you have certainly given me something to think about. So, are we part of the machine? Is it something that we need to do to contact them, or is it going to contact them no matter what we do?
Very good question, Doctor. Yes, you are a part of the machine.
Hmm.
You see, its construction requires some such as you, mortals willing or other, manipulated by the creature. That's why you've kept alive, I suppose. Even Marcus did not truly die.
No. Where is he?
He'll be here in a moment. But you are required, Doctor, as part of the machine. So, I hope you're ready to take part in the greatest moment mankind has ever seen.
Just a quick question. Say
Of course.
the signal comes out and all of Nyarlathotep and his good chums come to here. What happens to humanity? What happens to all of us? I mean, if we are just playthings for this one creature, surely we are playthings for all of them, and thus we are no more than toys to them, inanimate things that are futile for thought, free speech, and
Not
free
at all,
anything.
Doctor, no. Look around the city that you have seen. The technology which has been built here, the great architecture which was created, that is not the work of slaves, that is the work of enlightened individuals. Mankind will become enlightened for the first time, and they will find the purpose in their lives that they all seek.
I'm sure some could say the same for the pyramids, but it was a few men who designed it, and yet thousands upon thousands of slaves that built it. So the person who designs it and the person that builds it are two very different people.
Doctor, you have no need to worry. The creatures will be very happy with you. You may
not
very
worried.
well be exalted amongst their number.
I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about everyone else.
There is no need to worry, Doctor. And even if there were, what can you really hope to do against them?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure I could think of something.
Perhaps. But your friends, can you trust them? I mean, really? To do the right thing?
I trust them as enough for them to do the right thing in their own mind, yes. Whether it's the right thing in my mind is another thing. And I've learned that the hard way. But, in the end, I think they will.
I have to hand it to you, Doctor. You and your friends have been most troublesome along the way. The creature has been lessened by your actions. The many wrong turns that you have taken along the way have angered it greatly.
I am somewhat honored to anger such a creature of supposedly significant power. It's actually quite good.
Quite, and that's why it is ensured that nothing is to go wrong today. The last day.
We shall see. We shall see. So, what's next? So you need me to, sit down in that chair back there and hook up to the machine?
Certainly. That seems like a good enough start to me, Doctor.
And you need all of us to use this machine to work?
Yes, Doctor.
So I
One
could
way
just
or
say-
another. Oh, you could try running.
Oh, I probably
Or
won't get
you
very
could try
far.
blowing out your brains, if you like.
No, I've tried that a few times. That's not worked. What if I just refuse? Just stand here and say no.
Then I would have to make you.
And I assume that would be a lot of pain, a lot of torture, stuff like that?
I do not see the need for any torture involved, Doctor. I would simply have to move you from one place to another. It would give me no great pleasure.
Will, is there anything like... What's around me? I mean, there's what?
You've got blueprints, you've got, sort of chairs where people have been sitting down, notes, pencils, pens that they've been taking their notes in.
This is a real fucking long shot. I mean, massive long shot. With the blueprints, does anything stand out for me? Like maybe power, what source of all its power. A big giant off button would be quite nice, self-destruct.
Right, yeah. You could, let's see, remember mechanical engineering is an extreme.
Oh, let me try and get into fantasy grounds if I can. I'm pretty sure
Sorry,
mechanical.
I've got to reset my IP sheet.
I'm pretty sure mechanical engineering is like, what's the standard? Like 1? Something like that?
You may have like 10 in it. I've got to reset my.
Hang on, let me just
IP
get
chip from my Switch instant.
there he
It's
is.
a 10 is the base for mechanical.
10 is base. All right. Well, I'll roll and hope
Yeah.
for the best. It's so bad. Well, that didn't go well. That was 91. So
Okay. The plan, you would need a lot of time to look at the plans, is the only problem here. It's not that you couldn't do it, it's that you'd need to spend some time looking at it. I got the fantasy grounds back up.
Okay, cool.
To reset some shit.
Get back in. Fuck. And there's nothing else whatsoever. Fuck. What do I do?
Dunsborough smiles.
I'm gonna pick up a pencil and throw it at Dunsborough.
Okay.
No, just a little throw like that, just to see if it hits him.
Okay. Yeah, the pencil like flicks off his shoulder.
Interesting. And he's going to then get the wrench and tap it and go, I think you know by now I never really do anything the easy way. So I guess you're going to have to try and drag me into that thing.
Doctor. I saw this coming. And we'll cut now away from Lucian as Dunsborough takes a step towards our doctor. The rather menacing step, it must be said. We'll cut over to, we've got a Koskoff here. Koskoff, your eyes have sort of rolled back in your head. You turned the machine on, and you find yourself elsewhere. You're back home in your Russian mansion. What does Koskoff remind us what Koskoff's house looks like? And what he might be doing on a regular day.
It is less of a mansion and more of a block of apartments that he has commandeered a few floors of. So where he receives people is on top floor penthouse, but he has a ladder, much like what will become Batman. Will go down a layer or two, and those apartments are not accessible except for said ladder. So he has a nice, respectable place, but on the outside, it's very. It is the beginning of brutalism, I believe, is the architectural term. But yes, it is very, very bleak. But inside, yes, he has very, very fine luxuries like running water, indoor plumbing, endless supplies of vodka. And yeah, he would probably be finding himself sitting by the fire, drinking. Is what he does.
Yeah, absolutely. You, in that case, yeah, you will hear a knock on the door as you're taking a swiggle of vodka.
At that, like Koskoff turns and looks because, like I said, the doors, the entranceways where he chills out, like are literally sealed shut. They're fake doors, and the fact that he hears a knock at one, because on the outside they're like, you don't even see a door, and so he walks over to it, hesitates at the handle, and then goes ahead to pull it open, and I assume it pulls open.
Yeah. You see your sister before you. She looks scared, nervous, and her clothes look like they've been almost like rotted away. But she herself looks well.
Stasha, what are you doing? Come in, Cogdila. How are you?
Koskoff.
Please, where have you been?
She like stumbles into your arms, and you can sit her down on a couch because she feels so weak. You can feel like her bones when you like grab her arm, really, really thin. She says, "Koskoff, I don't know where I've been. All I felt was prodding, cutting, whirring of saws, machines. I was so alone."
I am sorry, my sister, for not being there to stop. Please. I assume he still has memories of everything and like what Tennessee's told him. Okay, yeah. I did not believe Tennessee when he told me, but I'm not sure. Please, here, have a drink.
He's the car. And she takes a swig. I think I'm there as well. In the car. He's been using me. my body
This doctor.
to... And your friend, the American. Every
Tennessee.
time. Yes, he's been telling the doctor to do it.
I'm sorry, Stasha. He has been telling the doctor to do it?
I hear him whisper to him while I'm there on the table. He says to take another organ from me to fix the car. And the doctor, he does as he orders.
I'm sorry, Stasha. I do not want to believe what you're telling me. He has been a good friend, but how could he? What did you do to him? You didn't.
I don't know. I can't be here for long.
What? Why? Where are you going?
There's something I have to do. I am being called to, and you must do as well. The machine. I sense it. We have to make them come. We have to bring them here.
Bring who here? The people who did this to you?
The great ones. They are far away, but the machine, we must bring them to us. If it's the last thing you do, Koskoff.
And at that, Koskoff will actually kind of stop and look at his sister again. Great ones. What kind of great ones do we need to be bringing here, my loving sister?
I don't know their names, but I hear the American and the doctor whisper about them. They are our salvation. They are the only way to free me, Koskoff. They know how to get me out of the car. They can save me.
They have key to get you out of car. Well then, what do I need to do?
When they call, when the machine is ready, you must tell them. Call for them. Your call will bring them forth. All it requires is one person to call them forth in the machine. They will come. It must be you. Then you will save me.
Then I will save you. What name should I call? Or do I already know it?
You simply need to say his name. And then you'll save me.
Well. And Koskoff puts a delicate hand on his sister's shoulder. I will do what I can, my sister. I will do it for you. Please, believe me.
I do. But the time is coming. I must go. And so must you. I love you, Koskoff. Please, save me.
I will do what I can, Stasha. But until I see you again, das vidanya.
Das vidanya. I'm gonna cut
and he will give
to...
her a kiss lightly on the forehead before she leaves.
As you kiss her on the forehead, you sense yourself falling We'll head over to Tennessee here for a moment. Tennessee. It is the end of the world, and you are the last man on Earth. All around you is a barren wasteland, which you trudge through in your survivor's kit, shotgun at your side, which has killed many an abomination. Your car next to you as well. You see Lucy rumble to life in the desert around you, and the sun is rising. The car flickers on, and with a rumble, it seems to speak to you, and you know that it needs to be driven to the very end.
He stands there for a second, shotgun in hand. He leans against the driver's side door of the car, kind of looking into the wasteland, into the distance, trying to remember how he got here. How did all of this happen? Can he remember?
Yeah, you remember it as though it were yesterday. It was your friends who betrayed you at the very end. When you got into the great machine, you had the plan to destroy the creature once and for all. But one of them was weak. They called out to the Yith, and annihilation came with it. And then came the wars, where mankind was brought to its knees, and now you are the last man on Earth, still fighting.
He pulls what passes as food, something old and processed that he got from a shop, out of his pack, opens up the bag and shoves the crumbles of food into his mouth, still kind of staring into the distance. And he finally kind of whispers into the window of the vehicle next to him. Where do we go from here, Lucy? There ain't even anything worth fighting for anymore. Just you and me.
You've gotten accustomed to the fact that Lucy can speak to you now. She's been your only companion. She says, Perhaps it's not worth fighting anymore. What are we fighting for?
No, maybe there's still a way to go back. Those things, they can come here from across the sky, from other worlds, and maybe I can go back, warn myself, warn the others, stop this from happening. We have to find a way back, Lucy.
Some animals go extinct. What is humanity if not just another animal that, in the course of evolution, may go extinct for a greater creature to come? What if
No.
the Yith are the inheritors of the earth?
They're just monsters. Human beings ain't just another animal. We create art, we create music, we tell stories, we love. We're different. These things, they might be powerful and they might be intelligent in the way an animal's intelligent, but they're just monsters. And we kill monsters, Lucy. That's what you and I done. All this time.
But
So if you know something, a way to get back, you gotta tell me.
But what art or music or stories have you told lately? What do you love anymore?
My friends, the ones that I left behind, don't care that they weren't perfect. Don't care that they weren't even good people all the time. They were my family. And I'm tired of driving in a straight line. I'm tired of telling a story that's just a straight line. We gotta circle back. You ain't gonna change my mind. I'm the driver, you're the car, and that's the way it is.
You hear the car growl. Why do you insist on rebelling? Why will you not simply bend the knee like the rest of the pathetic little stupid mortals? What is it that makes you different from all of the others?
I don't know. I'm just a man. And I am who I am. Doesn't matter why. All that matters is that I ain't falling for your games. You ain't even Lucy. He kind of looks around, blinking, trying to think, is this even real? Is what he's seeing even reality?
Feels like it. You can taste the salt in the air from where there's nothing but sort of ash and dust. You can feel the heat of the sun as it rises. It's as real as anything else feels.
We've been on this road for a long time. Me and whatever you are, whatever you become. You keep on driving. Think I'm gonna take a walk and see where I end up. He tries to turn away from the car.
You need me. How are you going to get anywhere without me? I am the gift that was given to you, and you can't just throw me away. I've taken you places you can't even imagine. There's nothing for you out there without me. You are nothing without me.
And stops there. Kind of looks over his shoulder, not all the way, but one eye cast back at Lucy. Shotgun still in his hand. He says, well, I guess we'll just have to see about that. Tips his hat and starts walking off into the desert.
As the sun rises, you see in the distance before you a great rocket which looks ready to set off. And as you trudge towards it, I'm gonna cut over here just a few moments to Katherine. Katherine,
Yes.
you're back at your house. Run us, if you will, what your house looks like.
Oh, it's a charming little manor in South Africa, in Pretoria. And you did not. I'm sorry. Okay. It's a charming little house in South Africa, in Pretoria. 2 stories. Lovely large kitchen because she does love to bake cottage pies. There's a parlor. There's some rooms upstairs. Obviously, one of them is a murder guest room. Well, there's a place for her to practice her violin in the parlor. and gently, lacy, wafting curtains are hung up in all the windows. It's a very bright, cheerful, airy house. The windows are probably open because air conditioner's not a thing yet, and it's quite warm in South Africa.
Yes. And as you're here, you hear a knock on the door. You weren't expecting any visitors, but it's always nice.
So she will she's probably in the kitchen getting ready to cook a cottage pie. Just take one of those knives with her, slip into her apron pocket, because you never know what guest is going to show up, and go answer the door.
There's a tall, dark figure at the door that you recognize all too well as the creature. It's 7 foot tall, you can barely look at its face. And as you open the door, it says, Katherine.
Close the door.
I'd like to come inside. And it holds its hand in the door. And the door begins to melt away as though it were not there.
Well, just invite yourself in, why don't you?
Eggs. And it pauses for a moment and turns its head as though it's just heard something in the distance. No. That is not possible. He turns towards you accusingly. What have you done? What,
Done a lot of things, but currently I'm baking a cottage pie.
You can see who I am. You see through the veil.
Not just like the last time you visited. It's just...
Something is wrong. And you feel the creature...
What are you supposed to look like, Mr. Dunn?
You feel it fading. The image of it seems to dissipate and blur for a moment. And you see it being sucked down into the earth.
I shut the door, but this doesn't exist anymore.
You turn around and you see a familiar face. It's Marcus.
Hello, Katherine.
Marcus!
Hello, my sweet.
What are you doing here?
Where else would I be?
She's gonna just run over and arms around, just bury her face in him.
You got yourself in quite a pickle.
I missed you so much. It's been... a lot's happened.
It's been a time.
A lot's happened. Where have you been? I thought you were dead.
So did I, but it seems that death is just another machine. I figured it out.
Well, that's fantastic. While you were figuring it out, I retired. So...
No, you didn't.
Well, I'm not getting paid for the people I'm killing anymore.
He cups her face in his hands. Oh, my sweet, you're just between work right now.
Oh. We're going to get back to it then. Is that what this is?
It's a reunion tour.
That sounds great. Second honeymoon then.
Yes, but first is... I found out more than just death. I found how to get to this son of a bitch you're all trying to, muck with.
I've been wanting to shank him real good for a long time.
Yeah, I'm afraid that, I can't do it alone, so... Might as well pull in the rest of the old crew.
They're fairly reliable. Even though the doctor did turn us all in. I think he's come around a bit. Might, hopefully.
Well, for what's coming up, let's hope not. We might need that type of thinking. It's between the mirrors. Space between. The
Alright.
border between here and there. It's where it's hiding. It's, you can get there with, the thing you're wearing. The machine.
Oh, alright. It's a bit strange. I almost forgot about that. Is this...
Yeah, well, you just have to reroute it. You have to grab the dot in the air and throw it to a different bullseye.
Alright. You're going to be helping, of course. You're not going to leave me again, are you?
No. I'm here to help. I'll never miss a finale.
And she'll just tiptoe up, because Marcus is very tall, and just plant one on him. Just tears are streaming down her face. She's just so happy. Oh, then let's go kill this son of a bitch.
Once more, unto the breach.
Forever. Let's go. She'll grab your hand.
Amazing. And so, well, thank God, nat 20 for Marcus as well. So, Dr. Lucian.
Oh, God.
You don't remember exactly how you came to this point, but you do remember it was incredibly violent and painful. As you feel your hands being strapped down to the, almost like the bed, you see Dunsborough above you with a big welt in his eye, which looks like a wrench might have been there recently. Doctor, you have been most troublesome.
Yes, I
What?
think my companions would say that too. Yes.
You have been one of the harder ones to break, must be said. But time runs low for us. Something has happened, something unexpected in the machine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to put you in it now, before anything bad happens.
Oh, I thought you said everything was tickety-boo. I thought nothing could go wrong.
Like I say, you've all been quite troublesome, even till the very end.
Till the very end.
And so he places a machine on your head, and your eyes roll back, and you're no longer there. Instead, you are at the very end of the world. The desert,
Do I see
dust
Tennessee?
is all around you. There are great flat areas where cities once lay. Sky is crimson red, and the great machine, the giant rocket made to pierce the sky, stands before you. As does Tennessee Gray.
Tennessee?
Doc, that really
I
you?
pick up a stone and throw it at him to see if he's real.
Try to catch the stone out of the air and throw it back at him.
Look. Oh,
All right, well,
real.
the reflex is pretty good. Do I remember the doctor dying? Do I remember my friends dying?
You do. Roll me an idea roll, Tennessee. Give me a +20 on this one.
Also, Do I remember being strapped down, put forcibly, and the conversation I just had with Dunsborough?
You do.
Okay,
I'm going to
interesting.
spend 4 luck, Will, to make that an extreme success. A really good idea.
Yeah. You know, Tennessee, at least you suspect to a pretty good degree, that you're not actually at the end of the world. The end of the world can't have happened yet because you're somewhere in a bed with a machine on your head. The rocket is yet to launch, that much is true. But you remember now, fully, as though the sort of fog passes somewhat, that Lucian is here because he hasn't died yet. You haven't been betrayed yet, although you suspect you may still be.
No, Tennessee. Dunsborough was outside of the machines. The machines. He talked to me about what was happening. We all needed to get connected to the machine. That's what's going to set it off. We're going to do something to set it off. Now, I tried to not get attached, but unfortunately, I'm not much of a fighter. In fact, I do remember it being quite painful.
You're plugged up to the machine now?
Yes, he took the liberty of doing that, yes.
You can't trust anything that Dunsborough says. They're all the same person. They're all the same entity. They're just different masks.
Yes, somewhat, yes. He did talk about stuff. Some of it I fear that there was an ounce of truth behind it. He was more gloating, more trying to persuade me that everything was
Doc, listen to me.
Yes.
Whatever he says, you can't discern what's truth and what's not truth. There's only one way to stop this. Maybe 2 ways. Either we kill that creature,
I'm up for that.
or we kill ourselves.
Well, I have considered that option too. However, I have tried to kill myself on multiple occasions when talking to Nyarlathotep, and it just doesn't work.
How did you try? What ways did you try?
I tried to put a bullet through my brain multiple times. Just didn't work.
I'll let the idea roll over here, Tennessee. Is that if you're not really here, then you can't really kill yourself.
Of course. We can't do it here. We have to get back. So here, we're plugged in. Now, I think one of us is going to make a terrible mistake. I think one of us is going to call those creatures and bring them here. What you're seeing right now, I've lived in this other world for a long time, Doctor. Even though it's not real yet, it will be real. This is what waits our world. If they come here, and one of us is gonna bring them here.
Do you know who?
And tries to squeeze the memory out of his head. He presses his fingertips to his temples and thinks. But does he remember who it is?
You can't remember, you just know it's one of them.
I can't remember who. A lot has happened for me since then. But it ain't me.
Right. Well, no, actually, you're the one that we can cross off. Wait, if I'm here, does that mean it's not me too?
No, I don't think so. I think it still could be you.
I suppose so.
But I'm hoping if you see this, then you won't take any kind of bargain with Dunsborough, this other creature, that you won't speak his name. He gives him a meaningful look.
Tennessee, he has offered me this multiple times, and each and every time I have said no. Hell, I didn't even want to go in the machine, and I'm pretty sure I took an absolute battering for him to get me in here. And I've made mistakes, and I've learned from those mistakes.
Listen, I trust you, Doc. I always trusted you. Even when you screwed me, I trusted that you did it for the right reasons. If we can't take our own lives, and we can't stop this creature,
We need.
And we might have to
option.
take each other's.
Well, as far as we firstly, in my mind, we need to one, find the creature, then two, figure out how to kill the creature. I'm not even sure if we can do it within inside the machine. If we can't do either of those, we need to find a way to get out of the machine so that we can end ourselves, or at least, yes, end ourselves.
At this
Those are
time, you
our
see,
options.
trudging through the wasteland, Koskoff arrives. He still has a shot glass in his hand.
Koskov? Koskov, you're awfully quiet. You're quite far away. Come closer.
It is good I have found you, my friends. I have not really sure how I got here, but if there is one thing I hate, it is to drink alone.
You're in the machine, Koskoff.
Yes, Tennessee,
Just like the
I
rest of us.
pretty sure that is the case. But I have one question for you.
Yeah.
What was your response when you found out about my sister and what the doctor was doing to her?
It's a memory that he does recall very clearly. He remembers the insane asylum or wherever that place was and that operating table. He remembers being drugged and unable to act. I told the doctor that I was going to kill him. If I can, I will. Why? Why do you ask, Koskoff?
I believe you. As much as it hurts. I believe you. She came to me. Stasha. She told me that you were the instigator in her current predicament. I did not have the heart to fight with her. I was so overcome by her presence. But in my heart, I knew. So, where is this motherfucker? And how do we kill him?
I was hoping that you might know.
Well,
About
Doctor,
that
I
time.
honestly don't know.
At about that time, you see Katherine walking towards you, hand in hand with Marcus.
Before they get close, Lucian's going to go up to Tennessee. Tennessee, didn't you say that one of us betrayed? I mean,
Koskoff, Doctor,
dead.
where we are right now, we can't trust it. Your sister, I don't know that she was real. I saw your sister too, in my car, but it didn't sound like her, it didn't talk like her. One of us is going to betray our world, and this thing, this creature, it wants us to be fooled. He doesn't lift his shotgun, but you can see he looks past the two of you, past Katherine, and directly at Marcus, and there is a severe lack of trust in his eyes.
And Koskoff follows his eye line, and as his eyes meet Katherine and Marcus in the distance, you hear his knuckles of his right hand just crack.
No, everyone, stay where you are. I'm fine. It's
Marcus,
Leave the house.
Katherine,
Tennessee, Koskoff, Lucian. It's good to see you're all right.
Friends? Yes,
It's good to
likewise.
see you too. Well, you have found an old flame.
Is that what I've become?
Well,
You are an old friend. But forgive me, Marcus. This place is full of illusion and lies.
You are forgiven.
Certainly sounds like Marcus.
That it
What's him?
does.
It's not Will doing Marcus's voice.
Yet I still do not trust it.
Sorry. So, Katherine, where did you find Marcus? Or Marcus, where did you find Katherine?
I was at an illusion, most likely, of our house, and you know who, fucking bastard that he is. Knocked on the door, answered it, tried to shut it, then he melted the front door off, and then he freaked out, panicked, was like, no, this can't be, this isn't happening, and he melted. Basically, and then I turned around and Marcus was there.
Ta-da.
At this moment, coming out from the rocket, a door opens. You see Dr. Strausler, hunched, crooked nose, still in his lab coat, coming out. He peers around. Everybody, we appear to have some bug in the works, so if you... Oh dear.
Can we kill
Looks
him
at
too?
Marcus. What? He looks around. This is strange. Ah, friends. What a interesting surprise to see you in such states here. If you would like to step inside, I have a brief survey for you. Looks again at Marcus. I'll be right in here. And swiftly closes the door.
Koskoff starts to take a hard step towards the rocket, and you see his shoulders tensed.
I think I like him better when he's scared like that. It's not less cocky.
You wouldn't happen to have a lot of explosives on you, Koskoff, would you?
I only wish. Just my anger.
Plan B.
Where we are right now, it ain't a real place. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but it's not real. Not yet.
Sorry, he interrupted Marcus and Katherine.
Hey, it's great to see you all again. It really is. Marcus, how the hell are you here? Where did you come from?
I died,
Oh, yes.
and now I'm not.
Right.
I mean, that's just a little vague. You understand?
That's very vague.
It's a very
yeah.
confusing.
Death is difficult to describe to those who have not experienced it, so I would suggest that you all agree upon a course of action, and I will follow you. Do what you wish, but as far as the decisions made from this point until inevitability, they lie with the four of you, not with me.
Right.
You hear
Well,
a crackle on a radio. That seems all too familiar from Dr. Strausler, who seems to be speaking from inside. Excuse me, everybody. We seem to have a slight change of plans here today. Somewhat unexpected, but nonetheless welcome. If you'd all like to step inside the machine, we can proceed on schedule.
What if we don't want to step inside the machine? What happens then?
Not fond of schedules.
I would like to step in just to kill him, but
If we could mess up his
I know.
schedule, piss him off even more.
Oh,
being dead will mess
Well,
up more
It's true.
Yes, well, this bug in the works can be sent away if needs be. And also, come here, my love. Would you like to say something? You hear a voice. Please, Koskoff! Koskoff! The girl is in here as well. I thought little added incentive to bring you inside, Mr. Romanovich. Of course, I have many tools here, if needs be, that I can use upon her body, upon Mr. Gray's command, of course.
the only way to get to where you want to go,
All right,
There isn't that
let's
to
go
be-
but not
fuck 'em
where
up.
they want to take you.
And where is that, my friend? Where do we want to go?
Between the mirrors. It's where he is. It's where it is. You must, reroute the machine.
Tennessee, you're the mechanic here. What the hell is he talking about?
Well, I have
don't have any
I have
idea
a-
Oh,
at all.
and
but,
you, Koskoff, sorry.
yeah. I think we're about
If-
equal. Like both of us, 60% chance usually getting something right.
That's why we
right.
put our heads together. We get 120%, and you get a little
Yeah.
extra.
Oh, that's very good.
Hmm.
What's he talking about?
I don't
Are
know.
you saying there
but
is
we
a
can't
way
trust
to?
him.
This is Marcus. You can trust him. Oh, I don't know if it wasn't him.
No, you can't. You can't trust a
Well-
word I say. If you start trusting me and trusting everyone that you see here, including yourselves, we are all going to die. But trust your own instincts. You're following a path. Leave the path. You can't get or touch or manipulate the person that is pulling your strings. Jump behind the curtain.
And with
You'll
that,
find them.
Lucian is going to just start searching around for anything out of the ordinary. He knows it's a simulation. He knows there's something. He's thinking maybe there's a way out, maybe there's a back door, and he's just going to be searching like behind rocks, in the sand, bloody everywhere, in the sky, absolutely everywhere.
Mm-hmm. You don't find anything immediately, but I'll keep you updated as you have a scrounge.
I'll just keep going. Yeah, I'll just keep going.
I think whatever they want, it involves all of us, at least to a certain extent, at least to a certain time.
Well, if this is all illusion, us going in that door is a manner of acceptance, therefore consent. If we are already strapped in machine, we have already arrived, have we not?
I don't know, Koskoff.
Is there a
I
way?
know.
Is there a way to? There has to be a way to break free, to see through this illusion.
I don't think we just need one plan. I think we can try different things, and I think
It's a
we
big
can
machine.
go in there and we can fight it.
Sure, there's places they
Maybe.
don't want us to go.
Maybe a way to destroy it from the inside.
Right.
But technically, are we not already inside the machine? If we are in this place with these things on our heads, and we are in this fictional universe, are we not already in machine? Therefore, we
Mr.
just need
Romanovich, let me cease these insensible mutterings of the group of you. If you would please step inside the machine, and you will feel a sudden jolt of excruciating agony within your
Oh.
brains. It's so right at the back of it, you just feel this almost numbing pain which jolts all the way through your body for about 10 seconds. That was setting number 1. I have 10 more. Yes, there are 11 settings.
Well,
Does Marcus feel that?
Yeah.
All right, let's go into the machine and just break whatever that is. A dial with 11 switches. I'm gonna break it.
Here's number 2.
Oh,
And-
Catherine's like grabbing Marcus's hand and walking towards the machine.
and
Tennessee will go too, but Tennessee will bump into the doctor. He'll make a little show of it, and he'll kind of like whisper into his ear, "Remember what I said, Doc? Plan D."
I was going to say F for fucked, but yes.
I'll go with plan F.
Okay.
Head up towards the rocket as well.
Mm-hmm. The door opens for you, and you see inside to this great chamber, cylindrical, which has 4 different positions, which looks like the outline of a person could go in there, almost like one of those like bionic suits that superheroes come out of. It looks like one of those sort of like chambers, and each of one has one of your names above it as well. You see Dr. Strausler inside, who's scurrying over different parts of the machinery, getting things ready, plugging in plugs, that kind of thing. Very good, you're all here. Now, if you would please take your places, unless we need to use more brute force. I don't take any pleasure in it, of course.
Tennessee shoots him with a shotgun.
Yeah, you watch as the spray goes into his body, and blood and chunks, and his body is like thrown up against the back wall, and he just slumps down. A few moments later, cracks his neck. Ugh.
Oh, that's disconcerting. So we can kill you as many times as we like, and Catherine's just gonna go over there.
Yes, number 9, please. And the jolt of pain this time racks itself through your whole body, through your core. You feel your heart begin to beat way faster than it ought to.
Oh, it's like Plan C all over again.
It really, yeah, it's like that one time. Yeah, go ahead.
Will, feeling these tendrils of pain running down our body, Koskoff's waiting for this moment where he's going to try to focus on that, and as it runs down his arm, like feel the power that resides in his right fist, to try to find some tether back to his actual body, is what he's trying to go for, using this sensation that they're giving us. If they're making us hurt, they're making us hurt in the real world. And I'm trying to use that to kind of swim upstream back to myself, is kind of what I'm going for. Okay. And trying to like ignite his fist.
Yeah. So that'll be an ongoing thing as you're like fighting a battle of wills there. As he's holding you there, the doctor says, "Now, to remind you of the required instructions, once the ship takes off, all you need to do is say his name to call forth the creatures. Save yourselves, the rest of your family members and your loved ones, and of course, rule in the glory of the great ones." Well, I hope you all have a very safe flight, my friends. And Dr. Strausler seems to fall out of his clothes down onto the floor, at the end becoming naked, shriveling up into a ball of flesh, and then finally disappearing. You're left alone in the chamber, the rocket is closed, and there are 4 positions for you, each with your names upon. And then the pain goes away. For a moment there, Koskoff, you sensed maybe like your finger twitches. The camera like cuts back to real Koskoff, and like the finger twitches for a second.
A little puff of smoke out from under the nail. And Koskoff's
at this point as well. Go ahead, yeah.
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're too polite. This is the verbal equivalent of when you're trying to get past someone in the street and you go, so about this point as well, you feel a great rumble underneath underneath your feet, I guess, and this like huge amount of shuddering as your teeth begin to chatter, and you sense the ship is beginning to lift off. Each chamber as well appears to have by it a microphone, which like across the face, if that makes sense. So where you would like press your body in, it would have a microphone attached to it as well.
Are there any more panels?
At this point, it's so fucking loud that you can't hear each other as well. Sorry.
Are there any more computer panels around?
Yeah, there are panels around. Each suit has a panel by it as well.
Just the suit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Marcus. We're all here. There's suits for us. There ain't a suit for you. So what are you gonna do?
I guess I'll be strapped in my own way.
That's not disconcerting.
You're guiding this ship. Where are we going?
Well, how do we steer it? But that's the first things first. And Tennessee is going to take a look at the electronics, the mechanics, the pieces, the bits, trying to compare it to what he understands based off of all the blueprints that they've been studying for a while now. Can he discern any kind of means to manipulate the ship, or is it plug in, the ship has its own thing that it's going to do, and we're just the fuel?
It seems as though it is not controlled from here. And by the way, the rumbling that you're hearing sound effects wise is sort of what you're beginning to hear now. It's like you're needing to scream to one another to be able to hear anything.
Okay, theater scream.
What did the doctor say as soon as you lift off? How do you go when you want to go?
He said to say his name, but nobody should say his name. Instead, we should say something else.
The in-between?
Pineapples!
I mean, we want to get to this monster, right? And according to Marcus, it is in the in-between. So if we all say the in-between, we go there?
If we go there, then is it going to use this ship to come back here?
I don't know.
You can
stop it.
You can feel that you're certainly no longer on Earth anymore.
Okay.
For God's sake, strap yourself down!
Yeah, Tennessee will strap into his suit.
Yeah, you can stabilize, now you can hear each other over the radio.
We'll do
I
the
really
same.
don't want to get into that suit. I really don't want to get into that suit.
Catherine
Koskoff
just kind of
reluctantly.
gives another clinging, deep hug to Marcus before getting into the suit. She's basically just been, death gripping and not letting go this whole time.
I'll let you all roll me an idea roll.
Okay. Oh, no!
Oh my crit! Lucian's like, I'm not getting in that suit. I'm not getting in that suit. There must be another way. There must be.
Extreme success for me.
Got a regular success.
I failed utterly and miserably. Catherine's track mine.
Critical success from the doc. Doc, if you want to break the cycle of what's been happening, if you want to get out of the path and take a different route, if you want to go somewhere, then a little poem strikes you as being somewhat important at this moment as well.
Oh! Fuck!
Okay.
So 1, 2, buckle my suit. 3, 4, shut the door.
Shut the door. 5, 6. What's 5, 6?
Pick up sticks! 9, 10, begin again. You guys not know this? It's been ever.
I was trying to change it for
Wait,
the situation. Yeah. 9, 10.
Are there sticks in the suit? Are there
No,
sticks?
I'm fine.
And we all win.
9, 10, we all done. Won the game.
So are there sticks where the suits are? You know
There
where
are no sticks, no.
Say it. Or painted on with lipstick.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that information to everyone by shouting very loud.
We put the heads down on.
Yeah, I'm not getting in that
He
suit.
didn't put his suit on.
What's he saying?
Something about a poem? I
We don't know. Nurse. Is he changing professions?
Yeah, Doc is like shouting at you, but you can't hear shit right now.
It's charades.
One-
This is the worst game of charades ever.
Do I have a piece of
Actually,
paper?
Tennessee had an extreme, so I'd let Tennessee have it as well.
Yeah.
He's talking. Tennessee's plugged in. If I speak into the microphone, can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
He's talking about the poem. He's saying we can go back. We can begin
Right.
again. Maybe do things better this time. Maybe we
Alright,
don't want to
conversely-
go to this creature. Maybe we want to go home. Maybe we want to go to Peru.
Going 10 begin again. Alright. One verse each. Let's do it.
Do we all need to be in the suits, though?
Probably.
With the wreck.
Oh, except for Marcus. They should have made a suit
Except
for you,
for Marcus.
Marcus. I'm sorry.
They really should have. Like, he can't hear us. He's not in the suit, so.
You can still Catherine's mic.
Okay, yeah. She'll share the mic. No clothes.
So then Koskoff, if
Give him one of the earbuds.
if this is what we're agreeing on, then Koskoff's gonna yell, "Doctor!" and point at his suit.
He'll shrug and get into because he's out of ideas.
Alright. We understood your charades, what Tennessee did. We're gonna say
So
it.
we all take a verse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
3, 4. Shut the door.
I forgot the next part. 5, 6.
Pick up sticks.
Pick up sticks.
Oh, 7, 8. Lay them straight, and then she'll mark over to Marcus.
9, 10. Begin again.
The ship launches off out through the sky. There's a window for which is just like sun beaming in, and as you get higher and higher, you have to screw your eyes shut as it's just a white hot heat burning into your retinas. And when the heat goes away, you feel the ship continuing to rumble, and then moments later it goes quiet. You are the group of you standing before a pyramid, a temple, which looks eerily similar to the strange temple that you saw in the great city, but you recognize the temple as being that in Peru. Although the sky is dark purple, there are no stars in the sky anymore. You don't feel as though you're truly on Earth, because it looks so alien to you. Before you, on a table, are all of your weapons.
Oh.
Oh, good. My doctor bag.
I pick up my
And my
violin and I
wrench.
kiss it.
And my service revolver.
Convenient, but okay, I'll take it. He picks up his his cane sword back.
Mm-hmm.
He's been missing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to miss
Koskoff
one.
finds his gun and his knife, his trusty knife.
I have all my, 3 guns, a couple shivs, knives, a lot of violent wire, and, some things. Knives. More knives. A lot of weapons. Just strap it all on.
Coming out from the temple is a man who holds a book in his hands. The man is short, sweaty looking, nervous, almost ferrety in nature. He's wearing glasses, which he puts up his nose in order to see properly, and scurries over with the book. Oh, you're all here. Good.
Who are you?
Oh, you figured it out then? Yeah? You got it?
Well,
we've got enough to get here. If you could please enlighten us.
The poem, the words, the sacred words, translated into your language, into the song from the great ones, brought you here. Yes, the clues. You followed them. You knew what they meant, right? Yes.
Again, perhaps you could enlighten us to the specific nature of each word.
The clues when you said them, when you got in the machine, brought you here to the creature's home. There's a place between mirrors, rather than calling forth the creature. Yes?
Catherine's gonna leave it to Marcus. Did you talk with him? You're dead?
It's a mystery.
Also, were Marcus's weapons on the table? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were.
So are you the monster in between?
No. I'm more of a
You're the Lord of
bookkeeper.
Maggots?
No. I'm the book. I'm a bookkeeper. I keep books.
You're the secretary.
No, not for the creature. I don't work for it. In fact, I've been trying to help you the whole time. You see, I was once a little bit like you. Had a situation.
Right.
Well.
A situation similar to one that you find yourselves in, but that time it was that Satan. Don't worry, it's fine. It was a whole debacle, but now I've read the book. I have the book now, and I've reshaped it in my image. Anyway, what I've been trying to say is I've been trying to help you to get here, to break the cycle. Yes, and now you're here, and I've gotten you your sticks, your weapons, in order to fight the creature.
Pick up sticks. And you want us to shut the door on the creature?
Correct. Yes, but to not falter when you do so. Make sure that your shoes are tied. You see what I did there? Buckle your shoes. Don't trip. Don't betray yourselves. Don't call forth his name.
It's a bit of a long stretch, but yes, I get it.
Something about this
Well,
guy. He looks like a backstabber to me, Koskoff.
I don't know. I do not trust him. For sure. There's something in his eyes.
Are those knitting needles in your pocket?
Never mind those.
Our
friend.
So
Which
if
with all the
we're
empty
not
Coke
supposed,
bottles.
Fine.
I was
Don't
always more a
invest.
Pepsi man.
So, sorry, Koskoff, you were going to say something, sorry.
I am just wondering, how can we trust you if everything else that we are not supposed to trust is lying to us?
Well, it doesn't really matter if you trust me or not. I'm not going in there, you are. You'll have to face the creature yourselves. I'm more of a facilitator nowadays than a gunman.
Could you
So-
facilitate some
cultist?
advice?
Advice? Lay him straight. I brought you here. I thought you were probably the only ones that could deal with the creature. I've blessed your weapons.
Oh.
An old friend of mine taught me how to do that, and they should be much more effective now on the creature. You can actually send it back, kill it, end it, at least for a while, a few millennia at least. You'll be dead. You won't need to worry about it. So
Well, you have blessed. So you have, and he holds his knife and his gun up. You have blessed these, da?
yes.
Tell me, my friend, how long would it take you to bless one more thing?
suppose I could. What is it?
And he just holds his fist up in front of this person.
Very well, very well. He goes into the book, turns the pages, which you think might be flesh. He begins to chant, mutter under his breath for a few moments, and then points a finger at the fist, a long bony finger. There you go. It feels lighter, but like more powerful as well. It's lighter, but it's got a good weight to it, almost like when you hold a blade in your hand. It's got the exact right sort of weight to it. And the man says, "Well, I think I've done enough here. I've got another matter to attend to."
Just a quick question. You said you've done something like this before with some friends. Where are they? Why can they not help us?
Oh, they're all dead now.
Oh.
As will some of you be by the end of this, I suppose.
That's really
One
encouraging.
last piece of advice before you go is don't trust someone that you can't. It might be the last mistake you'll make. Right, I've got somewhere to be. Gotta go. Never matter in the bigger picture, but good luck. This is the end for us.
Yes.
Hey, where are you going exactly?
Been rebuilding things. Hospital in particular needs a lot of infrastructure. Some places got broken, they need to be rebuilt. Last time.
So, I have one parting question, my friend. Whoa. Supposing you do help us and we do defeat this thing. Who are you?
I told you I am the bookkeeper, but once I had another name. What was it? Pen Hollow. Pen Hollow, they called me.
Pinhole. Supposing we survive, I will drink toast to you, my friend.
Very well. Well, I don't suppose we'll be seeing each other again, so goodbye.
Yes, farewell.
Nasudanya.
He turns and walks away, reading from the book.
So do we trust what he just said, or what? I mean, literally the last thing he said is not to trust, you know. I mean...
Tennis.
I know what you're thinking. I know.
Tennessee shoots him in the back.
There it is. He couldn't pass it up. He couldn't.
You send the roll me an attack roll first of all.
All right.
You've been waiting months for this, Don.
And then roll the damage.
11 damage.
Yeah, the spread goes into his back and he stumbles forth with the book wincing. Oh, I suppose I deserved that one. Very good. Very good. He draws a tiny gun from a pocket and just holds it up. Calls over his shoulder. No need for this. And drops it on the ground. Walks away, wincing.
Guess I just kind of wanted to see what would happen.
That little man just took a double-barrel shotgun in the back.
Right, well, he's not a man.
He's also
obviously.
got a book made of flesh, so I'm not going to look too far into it.
Wasn't my book made of flesh?
A little bit.
That's why I'm not going to look too far into it.
Nah, I mean, those who read flesh, never mind.
No.
Koskoff walks over to that gun that he drops, just to kind of see what it is. I mean, can't help myself. I'm a weapons dealer. Like, what is these?
Tiny little derringer.
Just like pop it open. Is it loaded?
So it looks as though one shot has been fired.
He kind of puts it in his pocket of his vest. It's like, maybe there will, if I survive, I will give to kid one day.
All right.
Well,
Right.
Guess
the bottle is empty. Shall we get on with it?
let's go kill this son of a bitch. She'll cock her gun. Get it ready.
Are there no explosives whatsoever on the table?
There are some grenades for Koskoff.
Koskoff!
Plan B.
Plan B is back on.
I love a good plan B. I'm thinking it's better than plan C, but
I have been warming up to plan B.
How many grenades are there, would you say?
How many would I say? There are 5 grenades, sir.
Well, it is obvious. We all have part to play in this, do we not? And Koskoff, hands a grenade to everyone.
Okay.
You just
pull the pin,
and throw.
doctor.
Yes, I'm aware how you do a hand grenade. Remember,
Hold
I
the
was in
pin
Great War.
and throw the pin. And hold the grenade. And pin will blow up. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Well, if you're not very good at
Grenades,
throwing, you can drop it on the
certainly.
ground and then run.
Yes, I think I might be doing that. Mind you, I'm not particularly good at running either. So. Anyway, should we continue?
Shall we? Ah.
Perhaps we should have a plan before we go into this.
Light
You
him
know,
up.
like-
We don't know what to
Um,
expect.
Well, no,
Go
but
inside, we find a person or thing, and then we kill it.
no, I think a little more of battlefield triage. I'm not particularly good at fighting, but I can get you up if you were to be injured. So,
Oh.
you understand what I'm saying?
I think you should stay in the
Yes.
back, Doc. Stay
I
away
will
from,
stay in cover and
right.
dart to try and get you up, should I need to.
And he holds up grenade. And remember to throw grenade. You can
Yes,
throw
yes.
that from cover.
Yes, yes.
As a
well,
last
we'll-
resort.
oh,
is
don't
there
worry.
is the spaceship, is the rocket ship still behind us? Is it there
It's
with
no
us?
longer there.
There's no vehicles or anything around here.
We're almost spotted.
Okay. All right. I will spend 4 luck to make that a success.
Hiding in the bushes, you hear a little rumble of an engine. Flashlights turn on. Lucy rolls up. It's taking her a while to get here.
There's my girl. There's my girl. Sorry.
Koskoff, maybe she should fight with us one more time. But I won't. Not if you don't. It's up to you.
Tennessee, that is your car. What was done to it and to my sister is abhorrent, is abominable. But if she wants to fight, Stasha always did have a good All right, Cross. I teach her myself. I leave it in your hands.
We'll make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else, not at least for a long time.
And Koskoff kind of walks over and just kind of puts a hand on like the fender, and maybe he's muttering something. You're not sure, and then he walks past the car.
Tennessee will cross past Koskoff on it. He'll wait for Koskoff to say what he's saying, turn around and leave, and he'll put a hand on Koskoff's shoulder and kind of look up to him and say, something happens in there. It looks like one of us is going to turn traitor. You got to do what you do best, Koskoff. I didn't say this before.
That's why we have...
But I think one of us is going to betray the others. And we got to be ready.
It is a story that has repeated itself in one way or another. And Koskoff kind of looks from Tennessee to the Jordans to the doctor. You can count on me, my friend. Ever since that business back in Egypt a long time ago, I have counted you among my comrades. I hope that I can buy you a drink when this is all done.
Fingers crossed, Koskoff. He squeezes his shoulder and then moves past him and cracks open the car door and hops into the driver's seat.
How far away are we from the pyramid?
Not far at all, but the steps are pretty long. But there's there's steps and then there's like a path that you can probably drive the car up as well. It goes up several hundred feet.
Okay. If everyone else is going to load up in the car, then Koskoff would wait for that and then kind of just hop up on the sideboard and hang on, but not actually like get in the car.
Okay. And everyone else is getting in the car with Tennessee? Or at least Katherine and Marcus? Where are you guys staying out with Koskoff?
Marcus, depending, it's totally up to Katherine, but before they go wherever they're going, Marcus would speak with Katherine in confidence. I won't tell you what to do, my love, but you must watch everyone. I believe there is right to have suspicion amongst the group. It has been a trying, taxing time. Someone was bound to break.
Happens. Everyone's been through a lot. I'm just very glad you're back. Almost didn't make it a couple of times, but then I'd be reminded that you told me to keep on going, so that's what I did.
Stay close to me, Katherine.
Oh, I'm never
And
leaving
we'll be
you.
together.
Forever.
And he would kiss her. Let us end this.
It's about time. She'll get her guns out.
Okay. So, are the rest of you proceeding on foot while Tennessee goes in the car, or is everyone getting in the car?
I am not getting in that car.
Yeah, he'll call out the window. I can drive first. I can kind of barrel through and create an opening for the rest of you.
I think I'm good not being in the car after things we found out about it, and just the last time with that freaky motel. I'm good. I'm good
And
out here.
I feel the stealth would be best.
It's true.
Well,
I mean, it was definitely a diversion, I suppose.
what do you think the odds are that this creature doesn't know we're already here?
He
to be
probably already
honest?
knows we're here.
Probably.
He's
but-
probably listening to this conversation right now.
Probably.
I never thought
We
I'd
don't
say
know
this,
that,
Tennessee,
sure.
but drive as fast as you goddamn can.
Yep, that's my plan. And he rolls up the window and he floors it.
Okay, so Tennessee's
assuming
going.
that they'll follow him.
Right. So Tennessee goes ahead while the rest of you guys like running up the stairs of the temple pyramid. You're muted. Koskoff.
You're muted, Pruitt.
I was saying, like, if I was gonna wait for people to get in, and then I was gonna hop up on like the running board of the car and like hang on. And so I'm on the car, but
Okay.
not in the car. I'm as close to the car as I'm comfortable with.
Okay.
All
So
things
Tennessee and Koskoff are driving up. Marcus, Katherine, Lucian running up the stairs after them. There'll be some considerable amount of time later. Seeing as Lucy's got wheels on it. So the two of you race up the temple, and Lucy is hungry for it. She's given it all that she's got. And you hear the engine sort of straining under the task that she's undertaking, which is quite near vertical to get all the way up there. But she's given it all she can, and the momentum that you've managed to make on your before you sort of get to the steps is enough to carry her almost all of the way. And you feel her slowing as she gets to the top, but she grinds it over the top, and you see before you this huge yawning door into what could only be described as a throne room of worship. The huge room is gigantic, truly gargantuan in size. Looked like it was been built for actual giants, similar to the architecture of the great city that you were down in before, of the Yith. In a chair sits the Pharaoh, the Black Emperor, Nyarlathotep. His huge dark robes almost look like he's covered in shadows. You can barely make out his face. It seems to blur and distort into horrific images. He is now in his true form here, well over 20 feet tall, sitting in this throne room. He wears a crown on his head of dark gold, which is dim but still glitters in the strange purple lights that illuminate the chamber. He does not seem to move as you arrive in his room. And as the engine gets closer, as Lucy draws closer, the two of you, now several hundred feet away, see one of his long, bony fingers move up for a second, and Lucy stops. The engine screeches to a halt as though compressed or shut down from within. The creature remains seated. Meanwhile, the three of you are running desperately up the steps after them. It's a long
God, I
run.
even stopped cardio.
I could have stopped smoking.
I've been telling you for years, but you never listen.
Tennessee, how long should we wait?
Give it like 5 seconds.
I meant for them.
Is the creature like moving on us at all?
No, it's seated there like a gargantuan awaiting its meal to arrive. It's moved a finger to stop the car. You're now 200-300 feet away from it.
Koskoff
Well.
hops down off the car and looks down and goes down on one knee to and reties a shoe.
You can hear the
Tennessee.
pants of your companions behind you coming up the temple.
They're coming up. Tennessee kicks open the door, the driver's side door of the stalled car, comes out of the car, shotgun in one hand, grenade in the other hand, and he, with the back of his boot, kicks and closes the door behind him.
So around this time, then, that we'll say Katherine, Marcus, and Lucian can arrive up.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Catch your breath. Did not expect trust to break down so quickly.
Oh, we're going to be doing a lot of cardio when this is done, right?
All right, so just gonna kill this thing, or what?
Well, I think, and he kind of looks around like, you said that there are other doors to this throne room that are open?
Sure, there are chambers which look to run out from the from within. There's no other entrances to it. There's just a one big door that you came in through.
Right, that's all I meant, is what we came through, there are doors there, right? Do they look easily shut-able?
They too look like they're built for giants, and they're made of this sort of dark green stone that you know to be incredibly heavy. You could certainly try. It doesn't look impossible. It looks very hard.
Koskoff walks over to one once everybody's through and starts to shut one of the doors. And he's just going to kind of say, for privacy, like to no one in particular. Would you like me to make a strength roll or anything?
Yeah, give me a hard strength roll. Oh, there it is. Shut the door.
He goes over with one arm and just kind of walks the door shut. Like,
yep. The power in your fist makes this a lot easier.
Now it is just us.
Tennessee will kind of lean into the car and just kind of mumble into it. Hey, Lucy, you all right in there? Can you move?
You don't hear a response.
Listen, girl, if you can, if there's anything left of you in there, when time's right, you help us out, all right?
There's a faint rumble from the engine.
And give it a pat and turn around to its companions.
Still, the creature has not moved.
Well, could you describe the room, as in what's in here? I know it's a big, huge room. Are there any statues? Is there an altar? Is there...
No altar, no statues. The only real feature of the room are the torches that are purple along the side of the room, the long torches which are sort of set out. They sort of like come out from the side of the wall, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and there's no other feature whatsoever. I mean, what's the ceiling? Just solid green.
Ceiling is huge all the way up. It doesn't seem to have any like mural or depiction on it. It's just this dark green, almost looks black because it's so far away. Like I said, the only thing are these long torches made out of, looks like wood, which glow a purple light, which are at a sort of diagonal jutting out from the side of the wall, but nothing else. And the throne, of course, upon which the creature sits.
Okay. Cover-wise, what is there? Are there pillars? Are there...
Nope.
Shit. Well, I'm gonna duck behind Lucy.
There's a car.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Koskoff begins walking towards the Pharaoh.
It doesn't
Very
seem
slow.
to respond to the movement.
Everyone, before we go in there and do whatever's going to happen next, I just want to say, best thing I ever did meeting you, all of you. Best thing in my entire sad little life.
It's been a pleasure knowing
do
you,
something.
Tennessee.
You too, Catherine. Marcus. All of you. Let's do something good today.
Yeah, there is first time for everything, my friend. But if I do something good here... He kind of looks back at Lucy / Stasha. It will be worth it. Katherine,
Koskoff.
you kill almost as good as I do. And for that you will have always my respect.
I don't know about almost as good. But I'll take it as a compliment.
And Marcus, for you to attract one such as she, you are obviously a great man. I am glad to count you among my friends.
Gee, thanks, Koskoff.
And Doctor, if we survive, I will have words with you then. And then he kind of turns away.
Those is the best.
You should really go back home before he has words with you. She winks at Koskoff.
Let's make sure there is a home first, shall we?
Right. It's really weird. It's just sitting there. It's very disconcerting.
Should we talk to it?
Wait.
No, I think it's time for Plan B.
I agree.
Hey, Doc, is there room behind the car?
Oh, yes, please. Come, Marcus, please.
Nah, I agree, Tennessee.
Catherine's reluctant to be more than like 2 to 5 feet from Marcus, so she'll kind of go with him behind the car, but she's got her guns out. Sun's out, guns out.
Tennessee will go with Koskoff. He'll swing around and just start we're marching straight for it, right?
Walking into the face of it.
You step towards it. Still, it does not react. You're 100 feet away. Then 80. Then 60. 40. 20.
This is good.
Its head is down as though it's asleep.
So, here we are, at the end of all things. Or are we in between all things? I am not sure, Tennessee.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. The more you think about it, the less sense it makes.
No. I agree. This confuses me. I do not like being confused. This is usually when I go to Plan B. Is it not?
I like to deal with things head on.
Head on is right. And Koskoff is going to pull out the pin from his grenade and try to throw it right at the head of the Pharaoh, the sleeping Pharaoh.
Just a one.
Well, everybody has one. So Koskoff is throwing his.
Tennessee's gonna wait to see what happens, but he's got his grenade in one hand and his shotgun in another hand.
Okay, so who is throwing a grenade here?
Apparently just I.
Just Koskoff? Okay.
Yeah.
You can only be a throw with a +20. He's big. Not moving.
Ooh, throw with a plus 20. That's good. That's okay.
Plus 20.
That's a success.
The grenade sails out towards the Pharaoh, because even though you're 20 feet away, with him being so tall, you still have to lob it 40 feet out to get it close to it. It lands in the Pharaoh's lap, and you wait for a few moments, and then as a little tick, 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 tick within it finishes, there is the welcomed explosion of the grenade in the creature's lap. And your eyes, you have to turn away from the blast, because you're actually not too far away. You turn away from the blast for a moment and look out to see the smoke and shrapnel from where the grenade detonated. And you see the creature's head look up for the first time. You see its face, its eyes flicker open with a purple light, the same fire with the sticks in the wall that are surrounding its chamber. It is surprising to see you all here. I thought I could have taken out a few of you, at least. But it strikes me that my minions are less effective than I would like them to be. And you have betrayed me for the last time.
Well, it is in my nature. But your minions, I shudder to be there when they open up deliveries from my company. It will be most unfortunate, I must say.
I think not, Mr. Romanovich. You forget yourself. I can see into your minds. I am all-powerful, omnipotent, your god, your emperor. I see into your weak little minds, to the truth that is within it. I know everything you are going to do. Moments before you do, I have seen your fates years into the future. You think that you have free will, that everything you do is because you wish to do it, but you are wrong. It is because I ordained it. It stands. You have been most troublesome. I was wrong. It says it as though it's saying the word for the first time, tasting it on its tongue for the first time. I thought that you could all be manipulated, but only one of you could be. Which one? I'm sure you were all wondering. Time will tell. One of you wishes to rule in my place. The power. It calls to them. It calls to you all. You wish to sit upon my throne, to rule the empire that I have built. Which one, I wonder? Everybody roll me a sanity check.
Shit. Oh my god!
20.
Oh my god, Tennessee!
Oh man, at least everybody else made it. Tennessee! Oh my gosh. I can't believe you made that.
Wow. Wow.
That's amazing.
Will, I went ahead and rolled anyway and got a 6. So
Nice. The creature turns its gaze, almost surprised, to Katherine. Katherine, roll me a d20.
Okay. Fuck me. Yeah.
So that is.
I was really hoping
18.
for a low number there.
It's 18 points of sanity and 18 points of power. And immediately reduced. Making your now current, I guess, 18, because you had 36 as well?
Yeah, I did half my sanity. Okay. That's cool. Why don't I roll that well in D&D?
Looks to you in surprise. You see for the first time its true form here. It speaks to you alone. I, as your emperor, have control over life and death. I need an heir, one who can rule in my place, and I have chosen you. You are the most worthy of this vaulted position, because you have lost the most. Your husband, the one that you love, stands beside you now, but not for much longer. Only within this machine which I have built can he exist, a mere fragment. But that needn't be the case. As my heir, you would rule with him at your side, brought back from the very precipice of death from which I held him. The key to immortality will be yours. The opening of the gateway. Step beyond it. Say my name. Katherine, I will allow you to make one more.
Nat 20. Nat 20. Well, nat 20. Anyone looking at Catherine's just gonna see her like huge eyes and just trembling. Because I'm assuming this is in her skull. And she's just gonna be like, no.
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 You refuse the greatest gift for mankind. As such, I must search for another heir. Tennessee, the creature speaks to you, and you alone. Tennessee Gray, the strongest of man. You are the very epitome of what your race can be. Indomitable strength, unyielding will. You, unlike all of the others, never faltered in your quest. Never dared to give in to the temptation of power. You, and you alone, can make the earth whole again, can ensure mankind's survival. You will be its leader, its visionary, my heir. All you need to do, Tennessee, is say my name. Tennessee, You know what you need to do.
There's a lot of nice words you got there. But I think you got the wrong guy. No.
You refuse me again. Perhaps in that you do. Lucian, the creature speaks to you and you alone. Lucian Ernest. You are the smartest of mankind, the best of them. You have always tried to do the right thing no matter what the cost. No matter when it costs lives of loved ones, friends, lives. Your quest has brought you here to this moment, when all you need to do to make sure that humanity's survival is ensured is to say my name.
Do you recall you offered this deal to me once before? And do you recall what I said then? And he gets his pistol and cocks the revolver. Same answer.
Then I must turn to my final heir, Koskoff Romanovich. You are a survivor. You alone can ensure that only the strongest survive. Only the best. Why should the weak live when the strong should dominate them, rule over them? As my heir, you would have unlimited, indomitable power over your weaklings. You, as their better, would stride above them, would be my heir. Sit in this throne and look down upon the mortals. All you need do is say my name.
Well, here is thing. You call me survivor. That this is how it is. The strong rule, the weak perish. All that. But I have come to realize something. When I made deal with you originally, it was because of survival. But only now, at the end of all things, do I realize that I was weak for doing so. So, you know, my final answer to you for all time.
And Koskoff raises his hand and he lights it on fire as he reaches in and pulls his tongue out and rips it off and throws it at the ground. And then takes a stance like he's ready for a fight.
Then I must turn to the only one who cannot refuse me. The one who has already given himself to me. My executioner. My thing in the fog. Marcus. The time for dynasties and heirs is over. None of them here are worthy of my throne, and you are my minion. You have already given your soul to me so that she may survive, but she too is too weak to take power when it stands before her. And so, my thing in the fog. And a group of you see fog beginning to surround Marcus. A low mist around his legs at first, running up his chest and to his legs. And in the mist, you see his body begin to contort. You will be my executioner today, and rid me of the weak. And in the fog, you can make out the figure of Marcus's body twisting and contorting into the thing in the fog. A creature which you fought before and fled from. Its many tongues, the overwhelming smell of burnt hair. And not only that, but as the thing in the fog, almost as tall as Nyarlathotep himself, comes into existence once more. He is also wreathed in purple flame, the same flame from the sconces along the walls. And the creature for the first time smiles and says, "Well, let us see who will rule this empire of Earth." And everybody, let's roll me some dexterity here. Thank you for all the 20s coming in here as well, you guys. I'm adding them all in here. Okay, second here. Okay, Tennessee, what did you get?
44.
Hey,
Which is a fail.
Right. Fail 44. Katherine.
I got a 56, which is a success.
56 success. Dr. Lucian.
I've got a 42 out of 80, which is a success.
42 success. Okay. Koskoff.
I rolled a 75, so it's a success. Yeah.
75 success. Greg, you could also roll there.
71 for the thing in the fog.
Nice.
Which is fair.
Let me stop. Yeah. I will send you. Thank you, FPS. Tennessee, you haven't had 20 now. I'll send you the thing in a fog stat block in just a second, hey, Greg, so you can work from that. Okay. Okay, so we have the order being. The order is Nyarlathotep going first, then Lucian, Katherine, Koskoff, Tennessee, and the Thing in a Fog. And I'm just going to send Greg the stat block here in a moment. Give me a second to do that, actually. Describe what you guys are about to do here in a moment. I'll look this up.
Yeah, Catherine's just got a tear running down her face as Marcus shifts into the thing in the fog. And grips her guns and just glares over at that son of a bitch. Thinks he's all that.
And Tennessee will kind of look between Nyarlathotep's lower body and the thing in the fog, and then looks to Koskoff and leans over and says, "Which one you taking?"
And Koskoff just looks from Tennessee back to Nyarlathotep.
All right.
Okay. So, I'll get to that in a sec. Don't worry. Nyarlathotep goes first. Everybody roll me a sanity check.
Nat 20.
Yeah, nat
Oh, it's fun
20.
to play some games.
Nat 20.
Yeah,
50% better than
Easy.
28%.
Yeah.
So true it is, isn't it?
So, Tennessee uses 1, Koskoff roll a d2, and Lucian roll a d2. Does Lucian have? Let's check.
Lucian has.
Okay, odds.
I feel like.
Yeah, I think I have at least one.
Did you use the crit on the sanity check to resist the
Nope.
airdom?
Nope.
Okay.
I thought you were supposed to have
roll-
two 20s.
I think we all spent one on the. We all ended up spending one of them just to resist Nyarlathotep.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
I didn't. I ripped my tongue
I
out.
didn't.
So I think that was enough.
Yeah, you rip your tongue off. So Koskoff, oh man.
So my D2 odds
Koskoff
one
has
even.
2, Lucian has 1. Tennessee has 1 left now. Katherine has
Oh
1.
wait, that's good.
It's 2.
Wait, no, wait, that's bad. Never
Oh,
mind.
that's bad. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
want
one is.
Yeah, I
one
get-
is even.
Oh wait, hang on. I rolled
That
that,
one is
wrong.
up,
Oh,
right?
Sorry.
both of you guys.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
I rolled
good.
that wrong. Sorry.
So,
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's not good.
okay, so both nat ones for the 2 of you. Okay, both of you roll me a d20.
Come on. Think low thoughts. Oh, fuck off.
All right, come on, Octun Cthulhu luck, be with me. Fuck. That's ominous.
And 2 nat 20s extra for Koskoff. Okay, so now Koskoff is on 4. Good. Take like 30 seconds to update as well, chat, so don't worry, they're getting in there. Okay, so Doc loses 16 points of sanity and goes down to 22. Koskoff loses 13 points of sanity and goes down to 15 points of sanity remaining. As visions rend through your mind of horror, terror, the worst, most unimaginable, excruciating tortures being performed, and yeah, you lose a whole lot of sanity there as you see the end of the world flash before your eyes. That's all Nyarlathotep does, as you guys get to resist. Lucian Ernest.
Lucian's,
Close to you, and
yeah, kind of panicking at the moment, considering he was right next to Marcus when it all happened.
Yeah.
So, and after just what happened, he is panicking and he is going to dive into Lucy, close the door, roll up the window, and kind of just duck down and hide.
okay.
That's
That
it.
is Catherine's turn.
I'm gonna shoot the what stupid McBitch face. Sorry, Nyarlathotep. Just the name was evading me. Yeah, I'll shoot him.
Alrighty.
It's just the aversion to actually saying the name.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just, I will not say your name. That's a hit. And then, yeah, so that's with the pistol, so plus. Oh, not a d20. That's the wrong dice. There we go. 10 damage.
Cool.
I think I get 2 shots because I have above 50. So, yeah, I just can't fan the hammer because I'm far away. So,
Yeah,
shot 2. That misses.
Yeah, and you can't fan a hammer on like a normal pistol, right? It'd be using a revolver.
Yeah.
Okay, that misses. Koskoff Romanovich.
Well, Koskoff is going to do what Koskoff does, and he just leaps forward to, I guess, punch this guy in the knee or the shin, wherever he can reach with his flaming fist. Yeah, just give him a nice punch in the shin. Try to give him some shin splints. I'm going to go ahead and use a nat 20.
Let's play again. We've got 4 nat 1s, 4 nat 20s. It's either very good or very bad. It's good.
Boom! Even.
Oh!
I punched you. I punched you. So that's crit, so that's double damage, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna roll this, roll it again, and then get a d6 for the flaming fist. So roll 2 of those. So like 21 damage.
21. Okay.
Charges forward and just. I mean, like you hear him actually like you've heard him like deal out violence before, and it's always been just kind of like a thing. This is something different. He's like you hear him screaming and like guttural noises coming out of his mouth as he's just like there's not even any kind of elegance or skill to this. It's all like anger and rage.
Cool. That is good. Roll me a d10,000 as well, because it's
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Please be one of the ones that caster dies immediately.
Yeah.
539.
Okay, we've got to figure out if this is good or bad in a second, but caster can teleport at will, but is 10% likely to arrive dead. Alright, I gotta give this... I gotta give this to the creature, because I'm gonna have it teleport around, but each time we're gonna roll a dice, and we're gonna see if it dies from it.
Let's see if he just dies.
So, yeah, well, something happens. Whether it's alive is another question. Okay, so here's the dealio. You punch the creature, the effect takes place, but I will note that all of you feel as though nothing is happening to hurt the body of the creature yet. It does not see. It seems to shrug off all attacks. At the end of the round, you're going to be able to roll an idea roll here in a second. But seeing as you're all technically acting at the same time. Tennessee, what are you doing? Koskoff at this point is going in for the punch. Katherine is going for the shot.
Tennessee turns back and starts marching towards the thing in the fog, and he calls out for Marcus to see if Marcus will call back or speak. Marcus? Is that still you in there?
Marcus, you've made a power roll now, if you like.
Another one, or?
So it's a hard power roll using Marcus's stats, so half your power. You can feel free to roll it here. I know I'm like trying to do DMs, but I'm also like I'm not paying attention particularly well to what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. He succeeded. It's a hard power roll. Okay. I'm going to take a nat 20. Yeah. I thought it was just a regular power roll. If it's hard,
I said it's Marcus's power roll hard to take an action against the boy.
Fine.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So let's play. Is it nat 20 or is it now?
Sure, and I'll just do that here.
Yeah.
Oops, shit. Slow everything down, Greg, because you suck.
That's all good. It's all good.
It's
a lot happening right now.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Then let's see who Marcus attacks. That's probably good. It's Dr. Lucian Ernest, who's gone to hide behind the thing. But luckily for you, you have incredible power and tentacles which reach out to 35 feet. So let's see. You get to decide what you do here, Greg. Do you want to slap him with a tentacle, or do you want to insert pliable tentacles into the mouth and nostril of Lucian Ernest?
I am going to attempt to insert to drive deeply into.
Buy me a drink first, man.
Listen, it's the better of the two.
At least got a cigarette for afterwards. Jeez.
Yeah. Tennessee, you go. You see that the thing in the fog is making no response to you whatsoever.
I'm sorry, Marcus. And he'll unload. He's gotten as close as he can. He like pressing into the fog. He unloads the shotgun into the center mass.
Great.
And I will use an at 20.
Okay.
And he's also shooting it such a way that like he's hoping he can blow off the tentacle, maybe free the doctor. Mm-hmm. And that will be a total of 29 damage.
Okay. The spread goes into the thing in the fog, but also similarly it feels as though it has no effect on the creature, despite the fact that these are supposedly blessed weapons. It doesn't
Full of
seem...
shit, Seth Penhollow!
Thing in the fog inserts pliable tentacles into Dr. Lucian's mouth and nose. All you smell is burnt hair. You take 1 damage at this point, and 2 damage second round, 3 up the first, and so on. And you have to roll strength to beat the tentacles on your turn. Okay, so you do take 1 damage at this point, however. So, at this point, you investigators can roll me an idea roll.
Okay. God, I can't. Nope.
I
What
got
did I
I got a hard success. I could spend.
I'm gonna spend
luck to make it extreme.
I'm gonna spend 3 luck to make mine a hard success.
Okay.
No, I need the luck. I don't have much. I'll stick with
This
that.
might be the luck you need.
Before I call it, do you want to spend 4 luck to make it extreme?
Oh, go on then. For the team.
I'm such a tease.
Go on.
Okay.
It better be worth it now, Will.
You've got this like weird idea that like you've just come up with this great recipe for a new cake that's just struck your mind here. No. It's
here?
delicious. Okay. You've buckled your shoes. You've shut the door. You've picked up your sticks. Haven't laid anything straight recently. And I give you this. The purple flames
Okay, I got
on
it.
both the thing in the fog and in the eyes
I got
of Boyo are the same flames that are on the sconces of the walls, and I'll say that in a slightly more obvious manner this time.
I was thinking that. They're
at a diagonal.
They're at a diagonal. Oh, we didn't know they were at a diagonal.
I said it twice, but I did say it in a carefree way, not to make it too obvious.
Okay.
That's your idea. It's round 2. Everybody roll a sanity check.
Haha, nat 20. I still have one.
At 20.
Yeah.
Marcus doesn't need to roll, obviously. Tennessee, do you want a nat 20s?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Pruitt, we can play. Is it nat 20s in that one? And so can we with Dr. Leonard.
Of course we can.
Oh!
Boom! 20 for Koskoff, 2 times in a row.
Oh!
2 for Ernest. That's good. That's good. Those are 20s, chat. Because I will note as well that both, we've got Katherine on 18 sanity, Lucian on 22, Koskoff on 15, Tennessee on 8 sanity.
Yeah.
You roll a d20 each time when you see Nyarlathotep when he sends mindfuck visions into you.
Yeah.
So you are 1 roll away from being out of the game. But hey, it's Lucian Ernest time. You need to roll a strength roll, Lucian, to get tennis balls out of your fucking mouth.
Nat 20.
This roll is in that one, is in that 20.
Come on.
Come on.
Believe.
There it is.
Yes!
Tentacles are out of your mouth. What do you do?
Align. Lay them straight.
Sorry, Marcus. I don't feel that way about you. I am.
You're a married
how
man.
close? So I'm jumping straight out
Say
of
it out
Lucy,
loud.
heading straight to the sconces, and I'm gonna start pushing them straight. And I'm gonna
Roll me
go.
a strength.
Oh no! I'm out of nat 20s.
Yep.
I'm gonna shout out, the sconces need to be straight!
At this point, I'm going to give you one of your nat ones, Dr. Lucian, as you are famously bad at moving strong things.
I am quite bad. Yeah, I'm just like...
Trying to break things before it has them work. Yeah, you're trying to move it. You can sense that there's like a mechanism in order to that they can be moved. Okay. Katherine.
I'm gonna lay it straight. I'm gonna mimic the doctor. Go straighten out some. I'm not gonna hurt Marcus, and it doesn't seem to do anything against what McBitch face, masks of McBitch face. So.
Yep, it's a hard
That's a
strength roll.
success. Oh, hard. Let me see. What am I?
Wanna spend some luck?
I don't have enough luck to make that a success. So no.
All right, Katherine and Lucian are both pushing on it. It's making it easier. I guess you're pushing different ones, but hey.
I would have helped the doctor out because I know he's shit
you're able to
at
dock.
pushing things.
It's making it easier, but still not quite enough. Koskoff.
Koskoff is currently engaged with Nyarlathotep, so he's going to continue doing what he does, and he's going to pull his fist back, and he's going to punch him in the other shin.
Nice.
Nat
Give it
20.
to him. Let's make that roll. Alrighty. Getting through him. Praise be to chat for granting me these nat ones. They are working against us today. You try and move it, but he puts up another finger, one of his long bony fingers, and your fist just like stops. You can move if you want, or you can stay right there.
I'm going to try to move into a better position, so if I can hit him next time to try to get him in line.
Yep.
But I'm trying to engage this bastard to keep his attention on me.
Okay, Tennessee Gray.
How many sconces are there?
Okay, yeah. Give me a quick spot hidden.
All right.
Okay. So there are 8 sconces around the room, but you can spot that they're all connected. It looks as though they are on the same mechanism. Move one, you move all of them.
Come help out.
Tennessee Gray turns his back to the thing in the fog. He jumps and slides over the hood of Lucy, and then rushes across to the other side where Katherine and Lucian are to try to help push that over so we can click it into place.
It is a regular strength check now. Extreme to hard to regular. It's looking good.
It's a hard success.
Looking good. You yank the torch, the 3 of you, and you see the lights in the eyes of the Emperor Nyarlathotep and the lights on the thing in the fog go out suddenly. The only downside of this is that you are now in pitch blackness and you cannot see more than 20 feet ahead of you.
Koskoff's fist!
Yeah, you see Koskoff's fist out there in the darkness, but that illuminates maybe like 5 foot around.
We know the area to aim for at least. So
yeah, it's like seeing a light off in the distance there. You can make something out. Thing in the fog. That's a power roll for Marcus. Still a hard power roll.
Thing in the fog's gonna take a nat 20.
Nice. And there are no ones left. So go ahead. Marcus breaks through.
Okay, the thing in the fog wants to do the following. The thing in the fog had a bit of a rapport with Lucy, and the thing in the fog is simply going to tell Lucy, turn on your lights. And then the thing in the fog attacks the Pharaoh, uses all 6 of the tentacles to open the mouth as wide as he can, and then he screams, shoot this motherfucker!
Fuck yeah. Alright, you do that. And at the same time, you hear Lucy rumble to life, and the beams go on, and the creature is illuminated, with its mouth open with the hairy tentacles from the thing in the fog. You can make out its long black tongue inside, but there is but one thing left to do, for it is the top of round 3. Koskoff's net 20 there. I'm adding them in as I see them, folks. Thank you. It is the top of round 3, and it's time for everybody to roll a sanity check, ladies and gentlemen.
That's 20. 100%
Play the game.
that's 20.
Nat 20 over here.
By that game.
Oh!
It's 20 for Lindy, Tennessee as well.
Can I give my nat 20 to Tennessee?
No.
And we just got one though, so I'll
Tennessee
use
just
it.
got one.
I'll use the one I just got. Cause
Yep. So you use the one you just got. You also have an extra one on top of that now as well. So you just got 2. So you're Lily's Catherine's back up at 1. Tennessee uses the one that he just gets. Koskoff and Lucian both managed to use nat 20s. Nice.
Yep.
Whew. Oh, it's coming down to the wire, my friends. Down to the wire indeed. Lucian Ernest. It is your turn, my friend. And you hear the creature Nyarlathotep say, "You cannot kill me. I am indestructible."
Oh god. It had to be Lucian, didn't it? Of all the
Strike
fuckers
me
there could
down
be.
and face my eternal wrath.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take out my service revolver. Trust me, you don't want me to throw that. And I'm gonna just. I was considering throwing, but the thing is, we're gonna be playing nat 1 or nat 20, and if I hit a nat 1, it's game over. So I'd rather just shoot it. I'd rather just shoot it.
Lucian knows the odds at this point.
Oh!
Boom! Roll of damage. It still has health.
So yeah, it's.
You haven't damaged
Oh,
it,
hang
that's
on.
fine.
I think it's 2d10, yeah? Because it does 1d10, so you double it, yeah?
15.
15
Nice.
points of blessed revolver damage.
For the first time, you see Nyarlathotep bleed. And it bleeds a black ooze as you shoot it in the face. Not dead, but for the first time, you see that it can be hurt. Katherine.
Yeah.
Oh, you got something else you want to do?
I was going to say jump into cover, but there is no cover, so yeah.
Ray.
I'm gonna shoot it twice.
Yep, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Yes, success.
Yep.
Let me look at that. No, I'm not. No, I don't. Look. Okay. Yeah. So 1 hit.
1 hit.
Yeah. 4 points of damage.
Okay. Bleeds again, but it's not as effective as Lucian's shot.
Yeah.
See, even now, you cannot destroy me.
I would like to say every time a shot's being fired, Marcus is moving the head in line with where the bullets are coming in. He's like playing.
Koskoff, Romanovich. The time comes.
Yes, it does. And Koskoff is going to look up at this son of a bitch, and he just kind of says to himself, ripped out tongue and all, "Dasha," and leaps straight up, aiming for the open jaw of Nyarlathotep. I'm gonna use a nat 20.
Shall we play a game, you and I, Mr. Pruitt?
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm going for that crit damage.
There it is! Gotta go for the crit damage.
So, that is the grand total of 18 damage as I leap up, flaming fist, and punch him in the face. And by the way, yeah, D10,000.
We're at a D10,000, and I am about to do something else.
Uh-oh.
Could be a good thing.
Not
Oh,
9644.
nice. Hi. Oh, boy. Oh, fuck. Koskoff Romanovich, you gain 10 D100 experience points. You better spend that XP quick.
Does that mean skill points? Does that mean he just ups all his stats real fast?
Yeah.
10 D100.
I put it all.
You gain 470 skill points. That's fine though.
Sanity.
Well, if I can invest that in sanity, I will do
You
that.
can't put skill points in sanity, unfortunately, no, but you can put it in. You can put it in skills.
100. Just put 100 on
You just
it.
max out everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna max out everything for the next moment as Koskoff's eyes burn a bright blue.
Yeah.
He gets a halo about him.
Now, at this point, the creature is going to teleport, but thanks to Koskoff's Wild Magic Surge, it has a 10% chance that as it does so, it dies. I'm going to roll a d10 here.
Do we want
if it rolls
high or
a
low?
1,
Okay.
if it rolls a 1, that's bad news. Anything else, it's good news for the creature because it gets out of Marcus's grip. Ladies and gentlemen, what could be the last roll of Cthulhu Master Nyarlathotep? Let's roll those bones. Oh, so close.
Oh, so close. Fuck.
So far.
Oh.
He's gonna punch it in the next week.
So Will, you got a lot of nat ones up there.
You do
just
have a lot of
saying,
nat
just
ones
hint,
there.
hint,
That's for
nudge, nudge.
D20s. This is something totally different.
Oh, it's for deep.
Also, it's not. Yeah. So the creature teleports, greatly wounded by the punch to the face that Koskoff's landed. It moves out of existence and reappears 50 feet behind you, out of the grasp of the thing in the fog, whose turn it is now.
Oh yeah, we're gonna Finnegan begin again. As he just looks around, and as soon as he reorients himself on the Pharaoh, he's going again. Nat 20, grabbing the mouth, and if he can, he's gonna lower the head to the ground, almost like stepping on it. Just open it up like a soccer goal. Just yeah.
Obey me. It's round 4. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Does Tennessee get a turn in round 3?
Yeah, does he?
Yes, did Tennessee not act? Yeah, okay, Tennessee, you get to
Not
go.
yet.
Technically, that hasn't happened yet because the thing in the fog goes after Tennessee. So, Koskoff's just punched it, it's teleported. Tennessee, it's your turn.
Tennessee runs in because he can see the outline in the darkness of Lucy because her headlights have turned on. He jumps and slides back over the other side of the car, gets into the car seat, kisses the steering wheel, turns it on, and he's gonna try to swerve the car around so that those headlights are facing wherever Nyarlathotep is.
Okay.
Can he line up with Nyarlathotep?
Absolutely.
He does so, and then I guess he'll start revving the engine so that he can speed towards it on his next turn.
Alrighty. It's round 4. The thing in the fog pins Nyarlathotep down into the ground. Everybody needs to roll me a sanity check.
Nat 20.
Yep.
Nat 20.
Not 20.
Yeah.
Will, I have a question. Could the
You
thing
certainly
in the
may
fog,
ask.
since the thing in the fog is foggy, could the thing in the fog, like, fog up in front of the, so they can't see him anymore? Yeah, like, it's just like
Unfortunately, not the sight of the creature is the visions which he's sending to you. And he doesn't require
Who's
line of
in our
sight to do it.
brains, unfortunately.
Yeah. Here's a microchip in the back of your head.
The thing in the fog is fogging.
So it looks like
I'll just
Dr.
go back
Lucian
to
Ernest and Koskoff Romanovich may need to play a game of Is It Nat 20? Is it Nat 1?
Is it not 20? Yes.
Is that 20 for Dr. Ernest?
Oh, I don't think I could do this for another turn.
Oh my... No!
Costco!
What?
It's a 2, it's a 2.
It's a 2! Okay.
You see it, right?
Yeah, we
Oh,
did.
yeah. Oh my god.
I hate it when
just-
the dice doesn't drop.
It's on
like
the pan,
that,
but it didn't roll.
Oh boy, that was close.
yeah.
Everybody passes. Nyarlathotep.
Please kill it this round, because I don't think we can survive
Yeah,
another.
I'm trying real hard.
Okay,
It's
so
going to be Lucian Ernest's turn.
Doc, you know what to do.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
hold
gonna
pen
take
and run.
another.
We're right
he's
next to
gonna-
it. It teleported to where we all were, up by the torch.
So what? We're like, it's right next to us.
Yeah.
It's close enough to you, and Marcus has his head down.
It's
God,
like
you
playing.
don't know what you're asking
gotta-
me here.
I think we're
Just
asking
lob a
for
grenade at it.
I think we're asking for
Seems like a
plan
plan
B.
B
Yeah.
for the moment.
Well, I'm doing
Alright,
plan B
fuck
too.
it.
So.
All right, fine. I'll plan B it, but you really don't want this. So Lucian's going to take the grenade, toss it, and then run as far away as possible from where he tossed the grenade. And he actively encourages everyone else to as well.
Dr. Lucian Ernest, I
Incoming that one.
regret to inform you.
Oh no!
Wait!
You
Oh
just
no,
rolled
I
a
can't.
natural
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Lucian Ernest, you have a choice here. As you pull
Yeah.
the pin in the grenade and it falls at your feet. You are
Koskoff
close.
told you.
You are
Damn
close to the creature. You can take it out and go down with it. Or you could try and run.
And the creature, and it doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, let's give you this devil's bargain then. So either you fail and the creature will teleport away, or you like hold the creature there and you go with it through the teleport with the grenade.
Okay. Okay. I gotta think what he would do. He's pretty much already accepted the fact that he's dead. He is going to... He sees the creature appear before him. He drops the service revolver, pulls the pin, starts running, because he is quite fast. And essentially he just jumps and rams his hand down that is holding its throat and lets go, and boom.
The creature teleports, but to where it teleports with Dr. Lucian and the grenade is going to be determined by the roll of a d6. One
And a
is next
D1 and a
to Marcus.
D10.
And a d10. One will be, in fact, it will teleport to the throne, effectively not hitting anyone except for Lucian and itself. 2 is Marcus, 3 is Katherine, 4 is Tennessee, 5 is Koskoff, and 6 is just with Lucian as well. So I guess really you're looking at 2 to 4 is bad on this one.
Okay.
What, do you want me to roll it?
Sure, yeah, that seems fitting. Dr. Ernest, where do you teleport to with the creature?
Come on.
One or six.
It's next to you, it's good, it's good. And now I will
Well,
roll
not
the
for me,
faithful
but for
d10.
everyone else.
Come on.
Here it is. Come on.
Look for a 1. Look for a 1. Oh, 2 again, it's not.
Oh, it goes up 10% each time, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, it's just 10% each time.
It's 10% each time.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Not cumulative. So roll a damage. You could still kill it with the grenade.
I don't know what a damage die for a grenade is. What is
Probably
that?
d20.
It's
Is it 46?
46.
46.
Give it
Same
a
as a
46.
shotgun.
46 damage.
Oh, that's almost max damage. Oh.
Okay. 21. The creature teleports not far from where it was, but only with Dr. Lucian Ernest. You watch as it explodes, tearing pieces out of the creature. Huge rents of its black cloak fall to the floor, and its black, darkened flesh, as though it's been barbecued and roasted, falls to the ground, with Dr. Lucian Ernest's body similarly undergoing a gigantic amount of trauma and force as his body is thrown backwards into the wall where he lands. The creature's head moves. I will take you with me to the abyss. Katherine.
Uh-huh. have any more 20s. I'm look at my weapons here. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my 45 revolver, and I'm gonna walk up and fan the hammer on this bitch. That's a hard success. That's a miss. And that's an extreme success.
2 hits.
3 on the first hit. Do I double dice because it's an extreme on the second?
It's not a crit. Is it a
That's
crit?
right, that's right. No, it's not a crit. It's just a 6. Just real good. And a 9.
Oh, I thought it was a 1.
12.
Yeah, that's better.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh man. Would you believe me if I said this creature is 2 points away from death? You shoot her twice. Twice in the eyes. It's smoking ruin left. And it is Koskoff Ronomanovich's turn. Could it be anyone else?
And as his head like teleports wherever it was and starts talking, Koskoff already started running. And as Katherine fans the hammer, he jumps, fist flaming, and unless you're gonna interdict here, Will, I'll roll the attack.
Give me the
Because
attack
you
roll.
have 1,000 points in it now, so...
That is true. I mean,
Yeah,
really
this is-
can't.
it's true. So,
Roll me a D 10,000.
and hang on, that's for the flaming fist. That's 9 damage plus 5, 1d. 349.
Oh, that's so low!
Koskov adopts bizarre rituals concerning the preparation of food.
Well, he doesn't have a tongue anymore, so he's got to blend it all.
This is true.
It's true. It's true. I can't move food around in my mouth. Yeah.
All right, so Koskov Romanovich, tell me, how do you kill Nyarlathotep, the Black Pharaoh?
I run and I leap and I punch through his nose as he is saying his last bullshit. Who gives a fuck what he's about to say? I punch through his nose into his mouth and I rip his tongue out. And I hold it in front of his face as I watch the remaining purple light leave his eyes and drop it at his feet.
You drop the tongue at the foot of Nyarlathotep, and you watch as his body, what is left of it, turns to ash and fog. And as his body dissipates away, you watch too as the thing in the fog begins to shed its skin. The fog dissipates down, and lying on the floor left is Marcus.
I rush over to him. Marcus! She cups your head in his hands. Her hands.
The transformation back and forth to the last vestige which keeps Marcus, in any sense of the word, alive, has left with the creature Nyarlathotep. It's clear to you that Marcus is dying.
We did it.
You did it.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Yes, you could have. But I'm glad I was here regardless.
So what now?
I think I'll go on ahead. See if I can find us some more employment opportunities. I'll wait for you though.
You better.
Between.
I don't want to wait for you, but I will. Oh, I love you so much.
I love you too. And he will reach out and touch Catherine's face and trace her jaw. Trace her shoulder and her arm until it comes to rest near her waist. I love you both.
She'll place her hand on his. Till I see you again.
Until after.
Until forever. She'll kiss him. Just tears.
He'll return the kiss, hands never leaving until he's gone.
A few moments later, there's a splutter from the corner, and you see Lucian disemboweled from the grenade blast, still backed up against a wall, clinging to the last moments of life.
Koskoff will move over to the doctor and kind of pick him up, prop him up. And I realize I ripped my tongue out, but Koskoff still speaks when he starts to try to talk. Doctor.
This... I never realized how much this hurts.
Yes. After Peru, I thought I was going to die. But you saved me. And today, you saved us all. Anything I might have said that would lead you to believe otherwise, I want you to forget. When I say now, you shall be, always, my comrade.
And he'll kind of fall to one knee, his hand kind of reaches up onto the side and he falls. Thank you, Koskoff. I never met a man stronger than you.
And I have never met a better man. Do it all. You held on to that, which made you you.
Goodbye, my friend.
Rest. You deserve it.
Could you do one thing for me?
Anything, comrade.
Could you tell my family, my father, mother, that I'm sorry. That I tried my best.
I'll tell them that you took a step further than your best.
And he'll gently tap Koskoff on the cheek, and then he'll just lean back.
До
and just the
свидания.
ones.
Koskoff will lay him down, take his jacket off, and put it over the doctor.
Lucy rumbles to life again. And her beams go on and off for a couple of moments. The door opens. There's no one inside, but the intent is clear.
Tennessee, in the driver's seat, looking out the window to the others, back to Lucy. Maybe we shouldn't go back. Maybe our world's better without what we know coming with us.
I do not think so, my friend. With what we know and what we can do, we can protect our world like we have done today. My fight is not yet finished.
Back there, Koskoff, I'm nothing. Live on the street. My mind is gone. There's nothing left for me back there. I can't help anyone. I can't help myself. And what if we take part of this here back with us?
If anything, we will take knowledge so that this can never gain dominance over man ever again. You say you are nothing. I disagree, my friend. Without you, today would not have happened. Without you, the world would be nothing. So, if that is the case, and everyone that we know gets to live one more day, then goddammit, you are something. You are my friend.
Katherine will get up, wipe the tears from where she was leaning over Marcus, and say, "You're certainly not nothing, Tennessee. Today we were all a whole hell of a lot of something. And I've got things to do back home.
Yes, do I.
Marcus still lives on, and I need to be there for him." And she's gonna kind of point down. "And definitely not take any more cocaine."
Well, I guess you'll be needing a ride, and
If you need a
I
place
think
to
this is-
stay, there's plenty of rooms at my house.
This is true. So, why don't you crank that car and let's go deliver a different plan B.
oh, I get it. No, that's
It's plan B.
talking about.
Yeah.
Well, all right then. I mean, I don't know. Can this car even drive across worlds?
Stasha
done
can
it
do
before.
anything.
Guess we can find out.
That's right.
And
back
Koskoff
seat.
turns and picks up the body of Dr. Lucian and brings it over to put in the back of the car.
Katherine will take Marcus's She doesn't think it'll work, because this is where in Sims, maybe. Who knows? But she's gonna try.
Koskoff will help her as much as she'll let him.
Mm.
Tennessee takes his shotgun and he drops it outside of the driver door, takes the grenade, making sure the pin's still in correctly, and drops it outside the driver door. Leans down and kind of whispers into the steering wheel of Lucy as they're bringing the bodies over to load up. And he says, Nastasha, that's a pretty name. Wish I could have known you before. You're like your brother. I think we would have gotten along real good. And start up the car.
So the group of you head out upon Lucy. And where you go is another tale. But certainly you've been a whole lot of places with her. Eventually, of course, you will find yourself back home. And there you will find Stasha's body. Her final resting place in Dr. Straussler's lab. As for Dr. Straussler, however, there is no sign. It seems as though he managed to escape before you returned. And so he is your target, at least for now. For some of you, at least. As you return home to your lives, or still upon your mission, you'll lay Marcus, Dr. Lucian, and Stasha to rest. And thus ends Call of Cthulhu Masks of Nyarlathotep, my friends. Well played, everybody. Played. Oh, my God. This is 21 weeks in the making. 21 free episodes in the making. The longest show of Call of Cthulhu we've ever done. It's the classic tale that we sort of did again, but somewhat more properly this time along. And it's been so much fucking fun. As always, is playing Call of Cthulhu with you guys here. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for my fantastic cast, who have, for the past 21 weeks, brought such vivid and fantastic characters to life that I think we've all fallen in love with one way or another. From Dr. Lucian Ernest to Marcus, it's been absolutely fantastic to watch these characters be brought to the very depths of insanity, and for some of them back again. And it's been such an honor, as it always is, to be your keeper. And a huge hand to the audience as well. You guys have been fucking fantastic. It's safe to say that there would have been a whole lot more casualties tonight if it weren't for the the assistance of chat tonight, the Trickster Gods, and the amount of support that you guys have shown throughout the whole show has been really, really amazing. And big thank you to you guys for sticking with us through such horrific and horrible times. A quick note here, before everyone heads off, and we'll do some outros here as well about the show, is that we will be taking a break from Call of Cthulhu, which is kind of a scary thing to say. So we'll be playing Call of Cthulhu next season. At least this group won't. We won't be
There'll
playing.
be some on Tuesdays that I DM.
There will be Call of Cthulhu on the channel that Lindy will be DMing, so don't worry, there's still Call of Cthulhu happening. But we, for the first time, I think probably in close to a couple of years now, won't be playing Call of Cthulhu Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. Why? Well, a couple of reasons. I'll give them to you quickly before you guys get too sad. I'm on a personal level, I am super aware that I get burnt out on doing the same thing for too long. I did the same thing with D&D for a while, and I ended up hating it. Not like I super hate it, but I just can't DM it at the moment. It's like a wall, can't do it. And I really don't want it to happen with Call of Cthulhu. I want to protect it. So I think 2 years is a good mark to stop DMing for a little while Call of Cthulhu and take a break from the system and the stories we've been telling here. Not to say that we won't ever return to it. So that's the main one for me, is I didn't want to go back to Call of Cthulhu in case I ruin it and can't come back to it later. And the other one is that we've got another exciting game that we're going to be playing, which is Cults, Divinity Lost, which we're going to be taking on some of the crew here, some new players as well, same spots, starting next week. And Cult Divinity Lost is a horror game as well, one that I've been wanting to try for a long time. And the folks over at Cult have been kind enough to sponsor the show and give us a lot of support on it as well. So we'll be doing modern day horror starting next week, Wednesdays at 2. Yeah, we all got books, and it's going to be super cool, super exciting. For the most part, same cast. We've got some of us leaving, obviously. We'll get to that in a moment. I'll let you guys do your sort of outros and sign-offs here as well. But yeah, sad for no Cthulhu. Obviously, I love it, and obviously we'll be back. I don't think we'll ever truly leave the Cthulhu mythos that we spent sort of 2 years making together here. But it's time for a new chapter away from Cthulhu, and time for another game, I think. So that's sort of what's happening there. But let's go around. Did you guys enjoy the show? Did you enjoy the season? What are you doing? All that good stuff. Let's start with Greg, our surprise return guest for tonight. Greg, that was fantastic to have you back. Fantastic to have you for the season, as long as we could have you. Take it away, my friend.
Oh, I'm super happy that I could jump on and be back for the finale. And I'm not taking any time. I've said my goodbye to this fantastic crew. This is their moment, their finale. They've done a fantastic job in telling yet another wonderful tale here on Encounter Roleplay. So I will simply say this: it was nice to once again go insane with them, to be here when all the dust settles and there are people that can think and people that have gone mad, and that's it. These people are awesome. The Keeper is awesome. I'm glad to be here. See you later.
Fantastic, Greg. Thank you. Lindy.
Well, it's a finale because I've cried like 3 or 4 times already. It's just so emotional. This group's been together for 2 years, and I've loved every minute of it, as much as my face doth protest otherwise on occasion. When Greg popped in, I was like, no! Instant waterworks. But I loved it. It was so good. Just amazing. You guys are the best. I love you so much. Yeah, I DM Call of Cthulhu on Tuesdays from 5 to 8 p.m. We're going to be doing, I think, a half season next season, so wrapping up Beyond the Mountains of Madness. Tonight, I get to guest on May Black Roses Bloom on Greg's channel, so Tales from the Grim, which I'm really excited about. I have a super fun costume that I made. Also on my channel, you can check me out, Laugh Love Lindy, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I create a lot of tabletop RPG stuff, and I'm currently running Mr. Ravenloft and an Exandria game on my channel. We had just super amazing, awesome, fun stuff. You guys are amazing and wonderful, and I'm gonna miss this wig and freckles every week. I'm not gonna lie. I loved it. Couldn't have wished for a better ending. Doctor was fantastic. Too many amazing moments. Too many amazing people. I love you guys. You guys are the best.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, that was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. I've loved every second of it, and as we've said before, we've been all playing together for about 2 years now, all Call of Cthulhu, and it is going to be a bit weird having a Wednesday without Call of Cthulhu. I will be one of the players that are coming back for Cult, because I got to do something Wednesday, I mean, what am I going to do? Go outside? No. So it won't be too bad, but it's not the same, and as we've said before, that this group for 2 years, when you do that, that the role play you're going to get is going to be fantastic. The characters you're going to get is going to be fantastic. And as a player and probably as a DM, knowing that you can get that kind of reaction from such players, it just makes the whole thing so much easier. You know, it really does, and so much more fun, more entertaining. On a personal note, playing Dr. Lucian Ernest is possibly the most exhausting and hardest character I've ever had to play on a personal level, because the decisions he'd made, me, redundant, Tom, was screaming, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know, absolutely throughout. There were so many decisions that I felt that he would make, but I wouldn't in a million years do. And that was exhausting to do that. It physically drained me, but in the end, I think it was totally worth it. And I think the ending was somewhat fitting for him as well. You know, I think it was a somewhat fitting ending for him to, all he wanted to do was save as many lives as he could, and I suppose he did. But yes, I am Redundant UK. I stream on Twitch. I will be here next week for Cult. And tomorrow I will be on RPG Webby for Beyond the Fire, a Game of Thrones of Ice and Fire, I believe, RPG. I think it's about 9 p.m. GMT in other times. Where I'm playing a kind of like a new knight who was a commoner who just suddenly become knight, and there'll be backstabbing, betrayals, everything you love about Game of Thrones there. So check that out. But yeah, that's it from me. I'll see you next week.
Fantastic. Pruitt.
Oh, well, here we are. It's amazing how these events with Encounter Roleplay coincide with WebDM shoots. We started this game September 30th, 2018. It was the first session. We just finished a shoot on WebDM, and here we are finishing this series on a similar circumstances. So whatever's going on, it's kind of spooky and weird, but it's special, and that's what I think everybody here and everybody in the chat kind of knows is this is a damn fine group of role players. I certainly have missed Greg after he was had to depart. I am going to soldier on with Cult next season, but we'll feel other absences. And without ruining their moment. But I absolutely love this group, and the way this ended was so great. It was I love that it was, not to sound cliche, but it was a team effort. Like, everybody pitched in to get to the end. There was no real backstabbing. It was just hanging on by the skin of your teeth and outliving an awful evil. And at the end of it, I mean, Koskoff is basically like the Red Sun now. I mean, he's basically like Superman. I'm totally going to actually stat him up with the skill points that I earned just to see what it looks like for Koskoff now after all of this. So thank you to all the players here for being amazing. And thank you to chat for turning my character into a fucking superhero, because that's exactly what he ended up being. So, hey, dream come true. What can I say? I am Pruitt. I am one half of WebDM, where on YouTube we have our D&D RPG advice videos. Today we have a video out on the Sorrow Sworn. Check out the thumbnail. It's a riot, as it always is. And we also have games Tuesday, Thursday, and I don't think Sunday anymore. Lost Girls is done. But yeah, so Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I'll be back here next Wednesday, and I'll certainly we're gonna work on the shoot schedule for Friday. I really hope that I am here for Dread, because it is the first episode, and I have a helmet and everything, and I would hate to miss that. So, fingers crossed there that we kick ass tomorrow shooting and Friday before 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. But anyway, until next week, we come back with Colt. I hope everybody has an amazing time.
Yep, absolutely. Sidebar, I had to take 2 showers to get the smell of rubber plastic out of my hair after I wore this fucking child's Halloween costume for 3 hours under studio lights on last Friday, and I'm doing it again this Friday. So join us in. Oh boy, Don, how's that, my friend?
Oh man, it was great. I am amazed that Tennessee Gray made it through the episode, starting the episode with only 8 sanity. That is entirely thank you to chat. I love the story. I love the showdown. I love how, just like with the rest of this version of Masks, especially, it just felt so pulpy and epic the entire time. And this final episode was really like that, and I love that part of the story an awful lot. I think I started playing the original Masks campaign that we did again like about 2 years ago, and that was my first time playing Call of Cthulhu. It was my first time streaming. It was my first time meeting any of these people, and it's not a small thing to say that it completely changed the course of my life. You know, what my life looks like now versus then. It's not that I had a bad life before, but I love my life that I have now. I love the friends that I have made playing Call of Cthulhu. The stories that we've told, but most of all, just getting to hang out and have fun and laugh and do ridiculous things and epic things and depressing things. I feel very lucky that I got to have you as a keeper, Will. I think that you have an incredibly dark and twisted mind, and I greatly appreciate that. It's something that in my rankings of things that matter to me and other people, it's right up at the top. Yeah. And I've appreciated that since day one. I will not be in Cult Divinity next season. I am looking forward to more Call of Cthulhu in the future. And, of course, other opportunities. I think I'm playing with everybody in some way or another, and will continue to play with everybody in some way or another. For me, I've got other things going on. I'm about to get married in like a month. It's a huge deal. And Lindy mentioned tonight we come back with May Black Roses Bloom. I'm running that on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dark Dragonlance, so dark fantasy. Check that out. And then Tomes and Tentacles, which is going to be coming back, which is more Call of Cthulhu. There's a bunch of games. I'm every other week I'll be in the Thursday Game of Thrones game that Tom's in. I play an old Dornish knight. So I think my character makes fun of Tom's a lot. So, you know, the usual. So yeah, there's a lot of things, a lot of great things that I'm looking forward to, especially a lot of great writing projects. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, if you don't already, it's where I'll talk about the things that I do, including all of the books and stuff that I'm working on for companies. That's a big focus of mine in the future. And I don't know that I would have had the confidence to take those steps without this group on Wednesdays. So just thank you all very much. I love all of you. You're all very great friends to me, and I'm excited for all of the stories to come.
Likewise, couldn't have put it better myself. You guys are all fantastic. And yeah, no doubt. Go ahead.
We won the Deadpool.
You totally did. Let's
say that
the
we
winners
rigged
here, actually. Yeah.
Suicide on purpose. But
yeah, honestly. Yeah, how do I don't pick winner? It was Lucian. Yeah, there you go. Right click, pick winner. Boom. There we go. Congratulations for your payout. It's redundant UK, Donovan Fry, Lindy. It's just you guys. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that's how it goes. Yeah. Well, never stood a chance. Never bet against the house, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you learned today. We'll to do a Deadpool for next season of Cult as well. Whenever we get back to more Call of Cthulhu, that's definitely got to be a more a regular thing, I think, because that was a lot of fun. But hey, yeah, what can I say? We'll be back next week for more Cults. I'm actually going to be online here, still streaming in the same place. I'll be back here in like 5 minutes time, and I've got like a channel update to do. I've got some real talk. I've got some updates and announcements and things that are coming. So if you're excited about new season on the channel, and stay tuned in a few minutes time. But I'm going to go away for 5 minutes, and then I'll be back. So there'll just be an empty tunnel for 5 minutes because it's how I feel right now, okay? But yeah, we'll be back soon, but this is the last time that the Call of Cthulhu Master Nyarlathotep crew will be with you. So until next time, for the very last time, my friends, good night.